Booyah! Abraxas Precipice, the Expanse role-playing game, episode 13, Lucky 13. Find out how lucky it is. This week...
I don't like how you're saying that, John. I don't like how you're saying that.
I gotta be foreboding somehow. I gotta intimidate somehow.
I'm gonna make the turn go down.
Oh yeah, there's no way to get this turn to go down here. So Donnie, you froze. There he goes. Yeah, froze. All right. So yeah, we're not live this week, but out of solidarity for a day without Twitch, we want Twitch to do better. That's all hashtags. We want them to be able to give creators the tools that they need to protect themselves, their communities, specifically creators of color, the LGBTQ plus IA whole group. Everybody needs to be able to protect themselves better in Twitch. Like, you guys are taking a big cut. You can provide the tools, help people out, and we know you can. So please do that. But those of you joining us not live, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we do miss you. We do miss going live. And we will be live on September 8th with out of Bradford, actually. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I wanted to also mention that we have our Patreon. The best way to support us is our Patreon. We have extra content for people. We have some cool stuff to show off ahead of time. We give you guys inside tracks, audio podcast versions of the show. All that stuff is on there. See the links. You can find the links anywhere you find our Abraxas Precipice stuff, and it's the best way to support us by far. So please, if you're inclined to, that we would really appreciate it. All right, you guys ready?
Ready as we can be.
Yeah, can be. All right. So last time we left off, you guys got beat up. Had a little brawl in the streets. You managed to get away by the grace of Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Last one standing, right? And
Last one standing.
got back to the ship. Were able to begin your recovery somewhat. You did not. Your injuries were so grievous. I mean, it's like internal bruising. A lot of that from the batons. Jaws a little off. There is definitely wounds to go around. A floating rib here or there. Specifically, Onyx has decided to he wants to get more rest. He wants to make sure the ship's okay too. He's we'll say a little shy of the outside, going out again right now until he gets recovered. So he's taking it easy around the ship. All of you kind of sleep a little bit deeper, sleep a little harder, except for Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit, you spent your time on forums, trolling a little bit, finding out some information out.
What I'm really wanting to know is a couple of things. Like, while they're going, what I imagine is she's like, one, she's bored, but two, she's worried, and three, she's a little panicked because she likes these people more than she would admit. So she's sort of like kind of hovering and bouncing a lot. If people are sleeping, then she's on the forums, like going down the deep rabbit hole, so to speak. But like starts getting fixated on this cotter pate, just wanting to know where he gonna be. We're gonna be next. Are you gonna be anywhere near us? Kind of shitty doing. Who else he's screwing over? Like any of that kind of stuff.
So you start taking a look at the Cotter Pate, your nemesis, we'll say, your slingshot racing nemesis, and you pick up that he's on kind of a break right now from the races, but he's got one. He's getting ready to do a slingshot, pretty dangerous little dangerous kind of maneuver, quick jaunt through the belt, kind of a far side away from like the major stations and stuff like that too. So he's got some action coming up in the future, stuff you can watch for. But right now it seems like he's, as far as like the mainstream, like him being on camera or knowing what he's doing, he's kind of keeping it low key, so he's not getting noticed. He doesn't get picked up because his last run was pretty illegal, and he got the notoriety for it and won some money for it too. So people are kind of looking for him.
Yeah. So she's just talking shit about him wherever she can. Nah.
Well, it's
don't want it on that guy. No way. And And then I also imagine probably like, oh, go ahead.
Oh, no problem. So as you're on here on the console, kind of typing away and chatting and reading stuff, you get a news alert, like a big news alert, kind of like a breaking news type thing pops up. Is this like, and it kind of like you have kind of your set of alerts for like news about certain places and stuff like that too, and this pops up under your news alert set for Eros, your home station.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to open it or take a read?
Yeah, I did. And the other thing I was going to say is probably somewhere in the middle of this, she would have sent a video message to her friend Kalesa down there, just like rambling and saying hi. So I'm imagining when Eros pops up, it's going to feel a little bit like
ominous.
That's kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're talking to your friend back home, and then the whole thing pops up about something back home. What's this? And it's like a big breaking news thing alert. You pull it up, and the screen kind of fills up, and the headline essentially is that Eros is under lockdown quarantine.
What do you? Yeah, she's like talking to the thing now, just out loud. What do you mean lockdown quarantine? Just go back to the forums, like looking anywhere she can. What the hell going on there?
You pull it up, you start digging through it a little bit, and it's talking about like some sort of viral outbreak is the thought. Like there's some sort of sickness going around, and they're making sure no ships go in or out. It looks like there's going to be Martian ships are going to come and kind of like float around it, make sure no one enters it, and that it's safe, it's secure, and so that until they figure out what's going on in there exactly. But some sort of new contagion. This has happened in your lifetime with like contagions breaking out on stations, and they tend to quarantine the station until they can figure it out. Usually they have to like sequence up a vaccine or something like that and distribute it to everybody on the station. But this one's kind of sudden, and having it happen on Eros isn't that, it's not that big of a news story. Like if it was a series station, it'd be a really big news story. But Eros is kind of like on the back end, and people aren't really like, it's not a major trade hub. Now it's just a place where people go for the weekend to have a fun time with casinos and prostitution and, gambling and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I imagine like finding what I can on whatever else is on there. She would pop back on and like check, like, did Kalesa message back? Where you keep checking, and then if she doesn't hear anything, she's gonna send another one. Yeah, so probably faster.
Yeah, you sent another message there, and the message you sent like a few hours ago or something like that, it looked like it seemed like it sent okay. You get your other message you just sent though to check on her about this like quarantine thing. It comes back and tells you that it's undeliverable.
Oh yeah, now she like really doesn't like it. She probably now like kind of peeking in at her friends, like seeing if they're awake. Probably like would kind of plop down a little heavily with a sigh in wherever Myrtle's like sleeping, like maybe even plop down on the bed beside her and like lay down and say, "Hey Myrtle, are you still sleeping?"
But I poke her in the back of the neck.
I'm not asleep. I'm just resting my eyes.
I really don't like that you got hit so bad. I really, I don't know what this voice is that's happening. It just went somewhere entirely different.
It's Jackar's vulnerable voice.
Yeah. She's whispering. She's like, something's happening in Eros. I feel a little bit scared.
What's going on in Eros?
I don't really know. I guess I just have a really bad feeling about it.
You want to shoot me something?
If you pop up your data terminal, Myrtle, like it pops up pretty fast what it is. It's like just a quarantine. The current claim, the claim is that it's a viral like outbreak on there. It's pretty bad.
Ooh. No, I hope everybody is okay. They're not letting anybody in or out, right?
Yeah, no, I don't really. I keep looking at the different forums, and nobody seemed to know what's going on. And I just had messaged my friend Kalesa. I don't know if I ever tell you about her. She like the only family I have left. I'm feeling really worried about her because I tried to send her another message and it didn't go through. I try not to panic.
as you're talking, Jack, you do get a message, ding. It's for your friend, is it Kalisto? Kalisto?
Kalesa is the
Kalesa.
one on arrows. Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, you get a message back from from Kalesa, and it pops up real quick. It looks like it's kind of a delayed message, like it took a little bit longer to go through the system. But yeah, and it looks like based on what you're seeing from it, it looks like a short message. Do you want to pop it up or?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's here. She's
so
here. Okay, maybe everything okay. Maybe I just worrying.
So you pop it up and you see your childhood friend / adopted sister from Eros, and she comes on. She goes, "Hey, Jack, good to hear from you. Sorry, I've been kind of chaotic. Things here have been kind of going kind of wonky. The new security forces that took over the new contract have been kind of jerks and making it hard to get around. And I think they're somehow changing up the communication systems. Hopefully, they're upgrading them here. But good to hear from you. Thanks for checking in. I'll let you know if I know anything about the slingshot is up, but I try to steer clear of them. They're kind of a rowdy bunch, so I'm trying to keep my nose as clean as I can here. But what was that? Well, okay. Yeah, sorry, I gotta go. They're clearing this floor out for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. People are coming out this way. I'll get back. And she says it's about to tell you I'm gonna get back to you, but the message cuts out.
Where do you think that happened there? Myrtle, did you see that? Did you see what just happened there? Something's going on there. It's not making me feel good inside. I was just about to say maybe I just make it up.
No, that's pretty worrying right there. Let me send a message. So our old friend, the doctor who we rescued, I'd like to maybe send out him a real quick message and see if he's heard anything.
Yeah, you go up your contacts, pull up Mateo Siri on it. It'll take a few minutes to get out to the Tycho station where he's last station, at least, but yeah, you can send him a message. What do you want to send him?
It's just like, hey, we've been in trouble lately, so I haven't really been paying attention to local news. But hey, I hear this thing in Eros. You got any insight to it? What's going on?
You expect if you're going to get a pretty quick reply from him, it'd be in he might be at work, something like that, but you expect me to reply within an hour.
Yeah.
So pretty reasonable.
Okay. So I just send a message off. Maybe I should reach out. Have you heard anything from Fred Johnson yet?
I'm gonna say maybe I call my friend Titan. Maybe he know. Maybe I get him to knock on Fred Johnson's door and ask what going on.
There you go.
That's a good way to get your friend shot.
No. Fred Johnson, he owes us a favor. That's all. And she's already popping it in, kind of like going, hey Titan, I don't know if you know what's going on. Have you talked to Kalesa? I got this message. I'll send the message to Titan, and I don't, seem okay. And then at the end, you see there's some things going on there, and I don't got a good feeling. Just checking. Call me back. Let me know.
Yeah, you send a message off, and the message is being ping through the freaking servers, and they'll get there in half an hour or something like that. A little bit of time, but they'll get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to send a type beam to Fred Johnson.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna copy Wyatt on it, so Wyatt's aware of this, and if we get kind of some bullshitty kind of answer, is that between the two of us, maybe we can. Kind of figure out what he's saying, but he's not saying when he's saying things,
Oh. Yeah, so you sent off a message. What are you going to send to Fred?
And just like, hey, we've run into a little bit of trouble here, and hey, we know that you probably aren't in a position to want to help us, but we think that you should be in a position to want to help us, but this is what we've heard. There's weird messages coming around, and I'm just going to kind of shoot him some stuff.
Okay, about like the quarantine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just kind of like, hey, do you got any insight? Should we avoid this? Is there anything that we need to do? Is there anybody that needs help?
Sure. So you kind of wait for a little bit, and you get some messages back about an hour later.
Can I I would imagine even while that message is going that I've now kind of paced, can't stop pacing, probably go into Wyatt's room, kind of walk over wherever Wyatt is, sit down next to him, and then the second his eyes open, I want to punch him in the shoulder.
Okay, so you notice that Wyatt has like like has headgear on to keep his jaw straight when he sleeps. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
he's gonna be
look
talking
dumb
kind of
with
funny.
that. Yeah, but what you gotta move. Like, what did I tell you about not like taking punches like that? And she's gonna punch him again in the shoulder.
All right, so
You
you
gotta
start
work
punching
on
a little
that.
bit, and while you wake up with your sore body, your bruises, remind you of some rough and tumble days back on Palace Station. But definitely waking up to a belter punching you is not something it's definitely something you've experienced before. So
Yeah, I'll sit up and slip on my fuzzy slippers.
all right, you get comfortable.
Yeah, I gotta stay comfortable with the broken jaw.
Lesson number
Nice. See, it was a worthy investment.
So what's going on? What's wrong?
And some things going on. Some things going on in my hometown, in my home station. I'm worried. That's all. Sorry, I punched you. I just got mad. I get mad. You gotta take better care of yourself, Wyatt. You're always gonna die. I don't like it.
I don't really enjoy it either, to be completely honest. That's why you're going to be the new head of security. I think I'll fly the ship from now on.
Yeah. Yeah, and you notice she doesn't usually like the idea of not flying a ship would make her like react, and she doesn't. It's like she's saying yes, but it's like she doesn't even phase her what you've just said. She's just like agreeing now. Okay, and she just gets up, waits, paces. Did you hear back from Fred Johnson?
Yeah, you guys start getting dings back. Some messages start coming through a little bit here. The first message you get is actually from Titan, Jackrabbit, and he's all, yeah, I see I see the news too. The quarantine. They probably got sick. Someone probably brought something in, or whatever. I don't know, man. Those quarantines don't. Everyone around here seems okay on Tycho Station. They seem to say they think it's just some sort of bug or stomach flu or something like that. But I don't know what the symptoms they were telling us about were. But I know I heard some ships got off Eros right before they locked down, but I don't know where they're going. Maybe they come out here a little bit.
Can I see if I believe him or not?
Sure. You can do like a empathy test or intuition. The perception.
11, 14.
What'd you get?
14.
14. I mean, he doesn't seem to know what's going on really with it. He's kind of speculating too. He's probably
Just
getting
kind of
whatever information you guys
verbally
have.
speculating. Like, well, versus being cagey.
No, he seems like he seems like he doesn't know, or he's trying to come off like he knows just to reassure himself and others, maybe. But they're definitely concerned. They're just kind of not sure what to. There's nothing they can really do about it on Tycho Station. I mean, he doesn't have a ship or anything like that, But he kind of rambles about how like he says like the MCR is going to go in and check and they'll make sure everyone's safe. But he's like, I think they got it covered. It just sounds like some bug went around and someone brought something in.
Yeah, that can be pretty devastating for a station. There's nowhere to go really. You'll have to quarantine yourselves from it.
Yeah, and Eros has about a little over 1 million people on it. So it's a pretty big quarantine, but they can last for quite a while on that station. They have supplies and stuff like that too. They're built around a tourist industry. So,
is there any way after I hear that they say something about the MCRN that I can contact anybody that I was in the Navy with?
Yeah, I mean, you got some old buddies that you served with. You got a few buddies that are still serving here and there. But you can check with them, see what they can say if you want to ask them a question.
I'll kind of like step out of the room
Okay.
and just.
What do you want to ask them?
Just want to know what they've heard about what's going on, and if there's anything they can relay to us. Being,
Okay. Any intel. Give me I'll let you do a. I'm gonna go with the. I don't know what that would be. Give me that'd be communication investigation. And you get a +1 because it's MCRN, so extra +1 on top of whatever you have normally. All right.
Just an 11.
All right. So yeah, you throw the message out. You'll get a response in a little bit of time. So as you guys are going through and getting more messages coming back and stuff like that too, the message comes back from Fred Johnson's office that basically says, we're aware of the situation on Eros and the quarantine therein. UNN and MCRN are providing relief efforts. We will take as many refugees as we can here on Tycho Station once they go through a proper quarantine procedure. So it's kind of like, it's like boilerplate. You're actually it's not him even speaking, you're pretty sure it's like, and so it's kind of like his office's emblem, the Tycho Corporation, and you're pretty sure it's generated by an AI. It's a pretty generic message, but it's like, it's boilerplate corporate stuff saying what they're going to do. But it does seem like they want to help, but like they don't have the resources that are trying to, like, storm Aero Station. And some of the footage, there's some footage coming back from Aero Station you guys have seen, and a lot of it is showing like the locks and like the docks in full lockdown, like they're shut down, they're shuttered. Everything's like red and like saying emergency situation. So it seems like it's a hard lock station. They don't want anyone getting off, it seems, for sure, or going in. All right. And then you get Dr. Siri, Matteo Siri, Myrtle, you get the message from him, and he comes back and he says, he's like, yes, these are the exact same problems that I've been working on with the Nauvoo, trying to make sure that they have these biological scrubbing agents in the life support systems. This is the exact kind of situation the Mormons were worried about. This is an excellent this is actually an excellent illustration of these things occurring. He's albeit though the population of Eros is quite a bit substantially bigger than the population of Nauvoo will be. But hopefully the data that comes back will help us learn a little bit more about what to watch for and different contagions that pop up here. I'm just a little shocked they didn't have any drugs on hand to nip it in the bud. But then again, I'll say this, Eros is not the most advanced station out there anymore, so sorry I can't help you. I can't provide you more helpful, but hopefully that provides you some insight. So, but he's like, we see this once in a while.
Okay, I'll just reply, okay, thanks. If anything changes, just let me know. Send my love to the wife and kids and all that stuff.
Your impression of his response is he's trying to be pretty scientific and logical about it, and his answer did make a lot of sense, and he's just, your guess, he's probably said that to 3 other people that asked him about it though, so.
Right. And I kind of get the feeling, just knowing him and then knowing this whole thing that we went to with the rescue and all that stuff, is that he would definitely tell me if he thought something was wrong.
Yeah,
he would at least work around it versus the scientific, this is exactly what we're working on. Mm-hmm. And, you can't have stray bugs in the air, because what use is it to take this generational ship out there if everybody gets sick and dies?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and once again, his attitude is like, well, this sucks, but maybe we can learn something from the data afterwards it might help me on my Nauvoo project. So that's like, he's kind of trying to see like the bright side of it to some degree.
Right.
But he is like, he's not a monster. He's not saying, well, they deserve it. He's just like, yeah, they have a lot of people coming. They have a big tourist industry coming in and out. They're gonna get contagion.
Right.
So. All right. And I think that, and then, yeah, why you're sitting there, your boys come back and they say, yeah, they're deploying a few boats out there just to patrol. They're like, they're just good. They're set up to like make sure no one enters and no one leaves. It's like he's like, the quarantine is like a pretty hard quarantine though. This isn't like subtle. It looks like it got loose at the casino level, which is like the main level of Eros. And like from there, if it got in there, it's gonna get everywhere. No place is safe on the place. So, but I'm guessing it's a pretty nasty bug, probably causing people to retch or vomit or somehow like some sort of respiratory thing, or anaerobic or whatever it is. So it looks like it probably spread pretty quick. So, but he's not going to tell you how bad it can be when you have an outbreak on a military ship, and he kind of laughs. He's like, he's kind of nodding back to an experience where everybody got like some like a flu or something on the ship. It wasn't that bad, but he's like, with 1 million people, it's going to be hugely worse. He's all, not to mention, like, he's all thinking about like the filtration systems and the biosystem. They're having to compete with all that stuff that's going into the system. He's like, man, I don't envy them at all, but the best bet is just to have them ride it out and figure it out. But I'll let you know if I get anything new.
Yeah. Are we on the ship, or are we?
You're on the ship.
You're on the ship.
Yeah.
All right. I'll find Jackrabbit wherever she's at right now.
Yeah, the med bay, like, and like the bunks and stuff like that aren't far off from the like the kitchen area, the commissary, or what you want to call it, the mess hall. That you guys can all kind of like convene there. It's actually a pretty good place to convene and do your journal stuff.
if you went looking for her, she probably now like back at like with the tasers and the rifles and the things that you'd been teaching her how to do. She probably had like made her way down there, but isn't even like practicing. Is just kind of like fiddling with stuff and like kind of looking around. Kind of annoyed that like Onyx is like so out that she can't like go bug him too. Kind of feeling and just that's probably where she is.
I'll approach you and just. I think it'll be all right. Just try to stay calm and it'll be all right.
Yeah, the actual.
Keep saying.
It's interesting enough with the ship, the armory, the galley, so the kitchen, and the med bay are actually all on the same level.
Oh, okay.
You can see each other from there. Like you can be prepping dinner and like watching someone clean a gun. You know, so.
Yeah. Oh, then I'll say that she's probably got something from the kitchen while she's in there, like is eating whatever it is, like sandwich. And I really wish I had a built burrito. This is just gonna have to do with Onyx not able to make them. Yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking the same thing. And what are we doing here on this planet of yours? Maybe is there something we could do? I just need some kind of distraction.
Well, you do have like, I mean, you did pull like some stuff off the people who assaulted you, like bodies. You did pull like a transit card and these like the fish scale stuff that was kind of weird in their pockets. So you had like some clue of like you have this kind of weird lead like to like where you think they might have been like coming from before they got there, but that's about it. Oh, and then you have Beauregard Guan's offer for the ship as well. You guys also notice when you wake up, all of you have been sent like a gift from Minister Beauregard. So you guys all have like a +1 temporary income bonus. Like he sent you kind of like a gift saying, hey, you know, I had a nice time last night. I hope you guys got back to your room okay. Or I heard you guys didn't go back to the penthouse last night. You know, the doorman said he didn't see you come in. But you know, once you consider my offer for buying the Anne Bonnie, and yeah, that'd be great.
So yeah, Jackrabbit's saying to Wyatt, is there something we can do? I just need some kind of distraction. I just want to get off of this planet, but I don't know.
Let's go. Let's just go check out the fish people.
Fish people.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's more of that aggression. You can.
That's a good idea. I want to find out this fishy smell.
So this is kind of an interesting element for you, Wyatt, because you know you kind of know what goes on in this area. So this is the area below Londres Nova. So it's kind of like there's like this big bright shining star on the surface, and they're showing off and trying to like kind of want to be Earthers. But underneath that, there's like these kind of communities that are there, and they honestly actually have more resemblance to Belters than they do most Martians. They're kind of like forgotten people that live in like the old tunnels and the old settlements, and the like. Yeah.
Might as well go check it out. Better than sitting out here.
I agree. Let's go. Hey, Myrtle, and I'm just kind of calling out like, what? Hey, we're gonna go look at the fish people. Maybe we get into a fight.
Another one?
I don't know. Just don't go down this time.
I think.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we shouldn't get into fight. Maybe you all can't handle again.
Well, maybe we could do some investigating without fighting. Just casual investigation.
Maybe we could stop off somewhere where I can buy like a helmet to protect the jaw.
That would be great.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Hey, John.
Yeah.
Just to remind, whenever I did the thing where last time I put those pictures of the like women who had attacked us on. Is that what led us to the fish place as well as the smell?
It was a combination of things. So when you search them, you actually found like a transit card, like a subway card, basically.
Yeah.
And it said this one district, but then it was like they're a bunch of them had like fish scales in their pockets and they come on their boots and stuff like that. And so you kind of like cross-reference like fisheries in that area the transit car was from, and it came up with this one place called Ashbury Aquaponics.
Oh yeah.
Like who else would have fish down there? Basically, is the question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. We'll get you some kind of thing to protect your jaw, and then we go.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of shopping would be good.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be at the top of my game for a little while, so.
Yeah.
Jackrabbit.
Yeah. So based on what you guys, like on your knowledge of security and kind of Martian law, Wyatt, you think like if you were to carry a stun gun, or a taser, you'd probably be okay. The Earther and the Belter carrying a stun gun through like Martian territory might not go over well. The alternative too is to have any kind of like, if you are worried about weaponry, is have like makeshift like weaponry you could easily like utilize, something you could use as a weapon, like a piece of rebar or something weird like that. If you really need something.
Those the sticks they had, the batons.
Oh yeah, you guys have a set of batons now. Yeah, you guys have a set of 4 batons. But you could have the collapsible baton. I mean, it's a pretty brutal weapon, but it does the trick.
Yeah, I mean it's better than nothing. I don't mind taking a taser, and if I'll take the fall for it.
Okay.
I don't want you guys to
You could probably talk your way out of it pretty easily because it's not uncommon for especially people in the security industry on Mars to carry stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as long as it's not a lethal, basically as long as it's not something that's going to pierce the dome, that's their main concern.
Yeah.
They're not really worried about you killing people. They're more worried about you killing everybody.
Makes sense. We also really need to sit down and discuss this offer from about our ship.
Beauregard Guan.
Yeah. We really need to discuss it, and because we also have some stuff on the ship we don't want to get taken.
Yeah.
And if this guy is as shifty as he seems, he's gonna try to take this ship, I think, and then he's gonna have all that Martian power armor. So I don't know
what I think. Yeah, I mean, the main thing is I just don't want to do the shopping thing and have to worry about that. Maybe if he want to trade ship for ship and that ship look better than this one, I'd be more willing than getting money.
Yeah, we can when Onyx wakes back up, we can definitely we can make some Belter burritos, and we can discuss that as a group.
Yeah, because the problem is I thought that Onyx had all that money, and then it just went to docking fees. That's why I don't really trust it.
I agree. Eventually, though, we got to do something about this power armor. It's going to get us killed too.
Well, maybe we can just we can visit some of the local bars, and I mean, maybe there's a place where people hang out where we could overhear some conversations of people looking for some stuff that they shouldn't have, that they might want to get rid of.
Yeah, so what Myrtle's talking about, why in your reference to what is called these kind of levels called the Innis Deep and the Innis Shallows neighborhood, which are like deep underground, old neighborhood. They're basically Martian authorities don't really go down there much because it's like kind of like pointless to go down there. And it's kind of a weird area because you have people that are Martians, but they live more like Belters in very tight, close quarters. Like there's not like big, wide hallways like up when you see most Martian architecture the last like 100 years.
I mean, it's worth a check. I mean, it's worth a shot.
You like there's been specifically the Innis Shallows. There's a lot of competition between them and some Eros kids once in a while about who had the harder place to live in.
I say we start looking for some fish people and go hang out there for a little bit.
Something fishy.
Do some recon instead of just confronting them until we're feeling better.
Yeah, we can't stand up to another fight.
I gotta mention a few rules things. One thing in this game is called rolling over. So if you actually take fortune damage, and you can choose to just lose the fortune and then just bow out of the combat and be unconscious. or instead of taking a wound or an injury, you can choose to just go unconscious and I'm out fight. So, and I should also mention ships can roll over too. So it's kind of an interesting angle. Furthermore, too, I will say this about Onyx's loss of money, especially because he's not here. That was the churn 30.
Oh, that's messed up.
What do you want me to kill one of you?
That's a messed up churn.
I don't want to kick you guys while you're down, like physically. I want to kick you like while I want to kick you financially.
Oh man.
But yeah. I have to kill one of you guys and that'd be messed up. Like,
I mean, like I could take care of this, with some luxuries here for ourselves, but that was a whole bunch of money to just lose.
He flew too close to the sun, and that was Mars. Mars was too close to the sun. All right. So you guys start moving down, go and get your transit cars and set up, and it's pretty easy to catch a ride out to the Breach Candy district. Breach Candy it's above the Innis, but it's still underground. It's a little bit nicer, newer district, but not as nice as like Londis Nova, where it's like cultivated and gorgeous and shining jewel of area. You kind of get down there and start looking around, and it's pretty easy to find this place. You come up and you see this place called Ashbury Aquaponics. It's a storefront. Kind of looks like from the outside you'd think it was a warehouse or something. But there's like a door set up. There's like two doors when you kind of walk up to it. There's like a door that looks like an office door of some sort. It's just one door. It's like a big storefront office that says, Ashbury Aquaponics, and there's a list of like what they have right now, which is, it looks like they specialize in bluefin tuna. So, and like Wyatt, their the bluefin tuna on Mars can grow up to 300 kilograms.
Yeah,
they get big.
Yeah.
2 meters long and 300 kilograms. They get pretty damn big, but it takes about a decade to grow one. So, yeah.
So you guys want to go in? Maybe get a tour of the place?
Sure.
Yeah. And just, John, like just looking at it from the outside, does it look like any fights have been here or any kind of trouble, like broken windows, doors? Do you
want to check the walls, or you just want to give it a look?
I would probably ask Wyatt, knowing that Wyatt was in security, I'll probably just at the door say, does this place look like somebody came and do bad things here recently, Wyatt?
I'll give it a really good look over.
Yeah, all right, so you take some time kind of checking the walls. Give me a search test.
17.
I mean, unless like someone was like fist fighting out front of it, maybe like that could have happened, but you would have no evidence of that. Definitely no like shots or like smashing the walls, stuff like that. It's all in pretty good shape. I mean, the place is not it's not in great shape as far as it looks. Like a lot of the places you guys have been through Mars so far have been very clean. This place is a little dirtier. You can definitely smell the fish. Like you can smell like the humidity is very high here, and you can maybe Myrtle at best. It kind of reminds you of being near like a wharf or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Jackrabbit, it just kind of looks like you're maybe a couple fist fights out here, but there's no like bullet holes or
not even evidence of fist fights. I mean, if that happened, there would be no evidence.
Yeah, it seems okay.
Okay, well, let's maybe look and see if any of them have black eye or anything like that. Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea. And I got a 6 on the drama die.
Okay. So yeah, you go ahead and walk on into Ashbury Aquaponics. You go on in, and it's kind of a basic storefront. There's like some waiting chairs. There's like a little kind of like a cylindrical in the middle of the room, a cylindrical aquarium that has like small anchovies swimming around in circles and stuff like that. And then there's like a menu, and you can see behind the desk there's like some chairs and a little computer console and stuff like that too. There's no one sitting there though. You don't see anybody working right now. But you do know when you came in, and you immediately spotted why there's like a little thing that will notify the staff that someone's here.
Okay.
But you're guessing it's a pretty small operation. But yeah, you guys gonna walk in and look, and you can see the prices for the bluefish tuna. It looks like they also raise like anchovy, smelt, red algae, and mussels. So they provide things not just to eat, but also to develop your own aquaponics system if you wanted to. Well, and feed our fish and such too.
Can we do that on the ship?
You can definitely give it a shot. I bet Onyx could set something up.
Yeah.
You'd have to probably sacrifice the deck. Do it. Like you could probably pull it off if you wanted to.
We got lots of deck space for this.
Do you?
Do we?
What do you
I
want
don't
to do?
know. Do we?
You're gonna lose your
It
shooting
sounds
range. Is what you're
cool.
gonna lose. All right. So, but as you come in though, you can see like the place does smell bad. It isn't filthy, but it's not clean. Like they're not having this place like wiped down, on the daily. Maybe once a month it gets cleaned up, and the smell's definitely a lot more pungent when you come in.
Does it smell like the smell we smelled off those people? Is it?
Yeah, I mean it's fishy. I mean it's definitely fishy, by all means. It's more pungent than they were, though, by all means. Like I mean they were having like they're not the place that's raising the fish, They weren't keeping them in their pockets. But the place is set up with like you kind of can see like you're guessing behind the as you look over where like the reception is, there's like a double door, and you're guessing that's where the aquaponics is happening and stuff like that too. But where you're at right now is just kind of a receiving office, and it's showing like there's like video running of like these fish and showing off these big fish and kind of prices and specials and ways to prepare them and all this kind of stuff. You guys spent about you guys are there for maybe about 30-40 seconds looking around, and this kind of like thinner Martian guy comes through. He's got kind of a little like short mustache, short hair. He's got kind of like a little bit like a lighter olive tone to his skin. Comes in and he's wearing like a nice pressed shirt. It's untucked though. He's got pants on. He's not dirty or anything like that. It doesn't like he's got done gutting a fish or anything. And he kind of comes in with his hands in his pockets and he goes, "Oh, it's hey, what can I help you with? Welcome to Ashbury Aquaponics."
Howdy, partner. We were just kind of moseying on through and seeing, kind of curious if you'd be interested in giving my Belter and Earther friends a tour of your facilities.
Oh, we don't really do tours here. I mostly just deal wholesale with some of the fish. Are you interested? Why would you want to tour the facilities? Are you interested in like getting into the high end business of blue tuna?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that is quite a possibility. I'm gonna here's my business information I'll send over, and it was just like, oh, I have this shop over here on Ceres, and I'm always looking for a new product.
Give me a business check, intelligence business. See if you can pull it off.
Bargaining, or
I know this would be business, like you're trying to show that you're a business, yeah.
oh, okay. So 10.
And he takes the card, he kind of looks at it, and he goes, "Yeah, we could set up some stuff like that too. Let me kind of check real quick." And he goes behind the counter and starts like he's on the console, you can't see him kind of typing stuff in, and he goes, "Oh wow!" He's like, "Yeah, Ceres. Wow, that's a long ways out. Okay, yeah, are you looking like how much like bluefin tuna are you looking to ship or move?"
Well, we were hoping to get a tour so we can kind of figure out what you've got going on here, and then what we could maybe, because we're going to have to ice it, and we're going to have to take care of it
He's
to
like,
get it all the way back out there. So
do you need me to set you up with shipping? Do you need me to set you up? What are we talking about here?
oh, I don't know. We'll just kind of see what would work for you, what would work for us, and see what kind of products you got coming out here, and whether or not we set up a regular, like monthly kind of thing, or or we just do a large order. But we kind of want to just see. I mean, this sounds really, really, really great, and our customers would love something like this.
He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Let me go through and make sure like the floors aren't like make sure that they're not too wet or for you guys and everything like that too." And I think
sure, yeah.
You're talking to him, Jackrabbit. You pick up. You can see he has his right hand bandaged up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna nudge Wyatt and kind of, give him a little bit of check.
I'll kind of look over at it. Do I see blood? Like, is the bandage?
You don't see like any. There's no blood on the bandage. Like it's a clean bandage. But it looks like it indicates like more than a sprain, we'll say. And it looks like it was kind of patched up, something like so. You didn't want to stop working kind of situation. He didn't go to the hospital or something like that for that. He probably did it himself.
Like, I'm not sure.
So, but he goes in the back real quick, and kind of takes a look around and stuff like that too, and kind of starts messing with some stuff. And you guys, about 10 minutes later, he comes back and he says, "All right, yeah." He's like, "I got the floors a little dried up for you. That's all right. The fish like to splash around and they get a little excitable once in a while."
You ever seen
Excellent. That'd be great.
Okay. So he takes you on back there, and you go back in this like long hallway. And the hallway looks like it goes for like the length of the entire building, all the way to the next basic street over. You can see that on the as you're going on the left side, you can see there's a pair of doors, and which you're guessing like are like utility closets or maybe like some sort of storage rooms, maybe. But the right side, you can see these big doors that look like you're pretty sure they go into the aquaponics facility, precisely. And he kind of walks up there, and he goes to the first door and like opens it up. And as soon as it opens up, you can feel like the rush of the moisture of the air coming in. It's very fishy, very fishy. Like it's a little. Actually, I'm gonna have every single one of you make a willpower test. We'll say self-discipline, willpower, self-discipline.
15.
12.
12.
3 4s.
What'd you get, Myrtle?
I've got 16.
All right. So you guys all like Jackrabbit. As you're gonna come through, you get a little. It's a little bit much for you. You're guessing that his air filtration system cannot keep up with this amount of fish in the air, but it's a little much for you. It's a little too organic, we'll say. But yeah, you come on in and you can see he has these you can see that he has a total of 5 tanks, or sorry, 8 tanks. There's these 2 large tanks that have like walkways above them, that have like giant, massive bluefin tunas in them. He's got, and you can kind of see there's like some mussels sitting in some of the bottom of these places for filtration. You can see across the way he's got like an anchovy set up. You expect it to be bigger. It looks like he has like probably a few dozen of these bluefins, but it's not a lot. Like it's not like he's maybe for a small scale operation isn't working, but it doesn't seem like a lot. And you notice there's no one else there.
Here's a question, John.
Mm-hmm.
These people that attacked us that smelt fishy, I just want to remember, was it that I remember like the smell got on me from like fighting them? Was it like somebody who's stinky that you're fighting? Just so I'm going to ask him a question, but I want to make sure my memory's right.
Well, you also it was the fishy smell on them too, but you also found that they had like fish scales on them as well. Like they had been skinning fish or something like that, maybe, or like had been exposed to fish somehow.
Okay.
But
so I'll ask him then.
I will say this to Myrtle real quick. As you come in here, this place is not like in great shape. It looks like the tuna they look like they're good tuna, like they make good fish or good food. But the as far as like
we're not making sushi grade here.
You feel like you will get sick staying in here for a long time. It's kind of gross. There's like stuff leaking and dripping. It's more moist in here than it should be. It should be moist, but not this wet. Like it's like a shaggy dog, Yeah.
Yeah,
excellent,
and I would say. Oh, go ahead, Myrtle.
Go ahead.
I would say, hey, the smell is real. It's real strong. Like if you work in here, then does it? People they can probably smell it off you, huh?
Yeah, he's like, you're absolutely. It's a real issue. I always try to make sure I shower down and wash before I go home. But it's I spend a lot of time here working, so sitting working in the office and making sure I can
what
keep my
happened to
business
your
together.
hand?
Oh,
what happened to your hand?
He's like, yeah, Just just stuff. I had left my tools up on top of the walkway there, and wasn't paying attention when I was going down the ladder, and they fell and smashed my hand on the ladder. So, but I can't shut down, man. I got to keep this thing going.
You're the only one that works here. I haven't.
What's that?
Are you the only one that works here? I haven't seen.
Owner and operator. Yeah.
You by yourself running this whole operation.
I got all of them to keep me company.
Got people to help you process?
They usually come in. I have some delivery boys that do the work for me, take it down the docks for me and stuff like that. I don't really handle the shipping. That's why I asked you about that. If you're looking for an all-inclusive solution, I can't provide that. I can tell you who to talk to, but I don't do my own shipping.
Yeah, that would be great. If you have some contacts, I don't know who does all your processing for wherever you're going to send it. If, I guess that happens maybe after you give it to them.
Well, a lot of the folks up in Londres Nova want the fresh tuna. They want the raw fish. I have a big wall. It kind of points through like the glass. You can barely see because the glass is so dirty. There's a pair of doors, and he's like, I got a big old walk-in freezer. And when he says walk-in freezer, I mean it's like the walk-in freezer is like about 3/4 the size of your guys's one of your decks. Like it's a big freezer.
How many fish you got in the freezer?
He's like, right now, I got about 3 ready to ship out. Yeah.
Kind of wondering about these tools that fell in your hand. Is she gonna take her little thing and say, "Do these tools look like this?" She's gonna send over a picture of one of the women that had attacked her in the park.
He gets over to he's like, give me, Jack, give me an, I'll let you do communication. Okay, I'll let you do a communication check for me.
Okay. That is a 9, but I want to burn some fortune. I want to turn my 2 into a 5,
okay.
And I want to give it some social stunt doubles.
Okay.
With wait, what? The social stunt is the the drama die, right? That
Yeah,
does that?
you get a number of points to go with the drama die. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll just give me a 2 on it, and I want to use it. And she's gonna say, yeah, basically, I want to give a hidden message in there.
Okay.
And so she'll be answering, but what she's gonna say is, whoever these girls are, she'll be saying something arbitrary like, "Oh yeah, you gotta always take care of your tools. You never really know what kind of things that you're gonna need them for." And what she's really saying is like, I took those girls out, and they were bad news. We mean you no harm, but we just want to know what they're about.
So he gets the things. He kind of gets something. He looks at it. He kind of gets a little white, like he gets a little pale, and his face kind of drops, and he goes, "I don't want any trouble, guys." Like he's like kind of holding his hand, like he's like scared. He's like, I'm done. I don't want anything, guys. I don't want any trouble, guys. And he's realizing he's in here by himself with you guys.
We don't want any trouble either.
We just want to know about the tools, man. That's all. And then we go and leave it alone. Maybe Myrtle still does business with you.
Yeah, he's like, look, I don't know. Like, they came in here and made demands, and I just, they smashed my hand with a club, and I had nothing for them. I don't know what they wanted.
Did they specifically ask for something? Like, what did they specifically ask for?
He's like, well, make a how do you want to be? Do you want to be intimidating? Do you want to try to shake him down? Do you want to persuade him? How do you want to do it?
I don't want to be intimidating. I want to be like more try to connect with him.
Okay, give me a persuasion check. He goes, look, I've done business with the folks on the target get us for a while. They've been okay. Like, they've been fine. Just, I don't know what happened why they were so rowdy about everything.
Is that really all you got to tell us?
Uh,
I mean, I see.
What did that Targetus? Yeah, what that Targetus you talking about?
This lady, they're one of the members from that crew, that ship. You know them, right?
Oh yeah, and then I say the captain's name that I had found.
Yeah, he's like, her. Yeah, he's like, look, I've worked with them a few times before here, helping them get some stuff on and off of Mars, but like I didn't, I don't know what they were rampaging about last night.
Got idea here. My friend Myrtle, she liked to buy people drinks, and I like to drink. And my big pampa here, he probably needs a drink too pretty soon after this. How about we just go have drink and you tell us about things and we just be friends?
Like, are you the ones? Oh, she's like, oh shit. He's like, you're the ones they're asking about. You guys are caught up with it all, huh?
We don't know. They wouldn't tell us what they're talking about. So maybe you can tell us. They just hit us a lot. I point at Wyatt's jaw.
He's like, they'll kill me. They'll kill me. They'll kill me. Come on.
They can kill you, or I can, but we need some answers before we leave. Actually, I take that back. They can kill you, or Jackrabbit, I'm gonna let take care of you.
He's like, look, I got. He's like, I just do a little bit of side business here and there, guys. Like, I don't know much. He's like, I just try to make ends meet for my 60 years here I've been. So it's getting rougher and rougher to do it. But like,
what if I give you some money? And all that money that we were transferred from.
From Beauregard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to give him that bonus?
I'll give him my bonus. Yeah.
Okay. You give him your bonus. Send it over, and he's like, you guys aren't gonna tell. You guys aren't talking to like the security forces, are you?
Oh no way! No way! No way!
We're not rats here, right?
No, we're looking to take care of our own problem.
He's like, well, look, I got a side gig. Started a side gig a few decades back. And this is how I got up with the targetist. And he kind of like indicates to you to follow him. Are you gonna follow him?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. And he takes you back in the hallway, and he has his little side rooms. He opens up one of the side rooms, and there's a bunch of barrels. Like, it's just barrels. And he's like, yeah, the targetist I got involved with. I was they were looking for a way to move things and store them here on Mars, and he's like, I had we rigged up a few of these barrels. He tips the barrel over, and it's got like a false bottom. And he's like, so we've been bringing a few things here and there, maybe get some weapons on Mars or off of Mars or whatever they want to do. Yeah. Why? Give me an intuition check on him, or an empathy, or whatever you want to do.
I'll do intuition.
Okay.
16. Do I -2 on these checks?
Yes, you do. You got -2 on everything. Yeah, you and Myrtle have -2 on everything.
So 14.
Sure,
I haven't been doing that. Just heads up.
That's fine. So he goes. He's like, you can tell that he's not giving up the whole story of his services he provides. It couldn't be that simple.
I'm gonna just walk up closer to him and grab his hand and start squeezing it.
All right, give me a strength intimidation check.
12.
12. Do you want to push any of those dice up by 1 point?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you spend some fortune, and he starts squeezing his hands. Ah, it's okay. Okay, look. He's on. Look. I've been doing disposal. I've been doing disposal.
Disposal of what? And I'll squeeze just a little bit
It's
harder.
like bodies. People bring me bodies, and I throw them in the tanks.
I'm gonna
Well, I
sneak
don't
over
think you
here.
want those. I don't think you want those fish.
Yeah, I'm thinking I don't want those fish either.
You're just mad because you figured out a way to fatten them up quick. All right. 300 kilogram bluefin does not come easy.
I'm gonna.
God,
I'm not gonna let go of his hand,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, "So what did they come here for? Why were they looking for us?"
He's like they got inside because they told me that like they were just here for some normal business, and I was surprised. And then they started asking me questions about who I'm working with, and they kept asking about Guan, and they kept asking about who Guan was meeting with, and until they were asking about you, something about the Sinclair, the Princess Sella. I don't know any of that stuff, but they were asking all about that.
none of this is making any sense.
No.
Anything a little bit specific about the Sinclair?
When you said he shuts up.
We could go feed him to his fish if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
that
think
would
that's a
be
good
kind
idea.
of messy. But maybe he could go hang out in the freezer.
I'm fine with that. And I'll start
He's
dragging.
like, look, here's the deal. There's a back door there. You let me go out it. I'll tell you. I'll give it up to you. I got the thing. I got it, guys. I got the thing. I'll tell you where it is. You let me go. I never see you again.
Does that work for you, Wyatt?
What are you talking about? What
Yeah,
thing
you're
are
not
you
being
talking
real
about?
specific.
Well,
He's like-
what does this have to do with anything? It has to do with us. That's what we want to know.
It's like I don't know. You guys are mixed up with too many bad folks. I don't want nothing to do with any of this anymore.
Yeah, we really don't like that either.
It's like I give you leverage. I'll make sure none of these folks mess with you again. Just
All right,
What's this
what-
thing
what-
that you're talking about? Is it a thing to use against them? Is that what you're saying?
yeah. Let's go with that. That's a good way to put it. I'll tell you where to get it. Just let my hand go. And I'll tell you where it is.
I'm not letting go until you tell me where it is. Then
He goes, all right. He says, the office. There's a vent to the left of the console. You won't have any air flowing out of it. Check it. You'll find it. Let me go. Come on.
you guys want to go
We're
get
gonna
it?
do the. I said, yeah, Myrtle.
Yeah.
You hold on to him, Big
Yeah, I'm not
Papa. So yeah, Myrtle, I'm gonna go with you in there.
So you have Wyatt like locking the guy's hand down, and you guys go into his office, and you basically it's like the front office where you guys were talking to him earlier, and you kind of look around real quick, and you see like a vent, like a standard vent. Who wants to go? It's up a little ways. Who wants to try to clamor for it? Probably Jackrabbit because you're not injured.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She probably already jumping up on the
You get on the
whatever
desk, you
table or
bring a chair over,
Yeah.
and you get on up, and when you feel the vent, you notice there's no air coming out of it.
I just look at Myrtle like, should I just open? And I
Yeah.
want to wedge something in there and yank down the vent.
You yank down the vent, and you get your little light on from your hand terminal, and you can see inside of it. There's like a little like book almost. Like you think it's a book, little bound book, like almost like a binder.
Yeah, you pull that out
Right, you pull it out.
and hand it to Myrtle.
You get this.
Is there
binder,
anything
Myrtle.
else up there before I jump down?
Make a quick search check. So perception searching.
3 3s, 9.
Yeah, you don't find anything up there, but you're pretty sure there's no back on it. Like it doesn't open up anything. You think it's just like a false looking vent.
Okay, yeah, I jump down.
Myrtle, you get this book, and it opens up pretty easily, no problem. It's not electronic at all. It's like old school, kind of like it's pretty high quality paper, but it'll hold for a very long time. It's also like waterproof and stuff like that too. So
Yeah, something you might find on a ship, like a Earth on the sea ship.
yeah, exactly. Do you want to open it up and look at it? It doesn't have like a
Yeah.
title or anything. Okay. The first thing you do is when you open it up, there's an address on the inside cover, and it looks like an address for a place called Sursafe, which and it looks like some sort of self-storage business that stores lockers and crap. And there's like there's a key code written in the crack of the binder there.
Okay. Wyatt, hey, have you heard of this place? Is this here on Mars? Does this sound familiar?
So, hey, you've heard of it. It's a chain. I mean, it's a common, like, storage facility type of thing, pretty mundane.
It's a storage.
As you stand there with Perea, like, as you're holding his hand out, he goes, look, you got it. That's all you need. Just let me go. Come on.
I'll let you go, but if you tell anybody that we were here, I'm coming back.
He's like, if I tell anyone you came here, they'll kill me. So don't worry about it. He kind of starts walking off out the back of the place.
I'll just let him go.
Okay.
I was saying this to him.
All right.
I think we should really get out of here pretty quickly, though, because I don't know if he's going to go tell somebody that we were here. So we should
Yeah, I agree.
get out of here.
Maybe we keep an eye out as we go too. Next time he took us by surprise. Don't want that to happen again. It's just the three of us this time.
So you guys see him leave the back hallway, and he goes on the door. He kind of looks back, like almost like he's looking back at his life's work one last time, and just goes out the door and takes off.
So here's a question: if we're coming out back through the like we were there on business, and we're going to go back out the door. If we get near other people just casually, do they look at us like we smell?
So you come out the front.
Into that place?
You come into the front door, and as you're approaching the front door, Wyatt, you spot through there's a kind of some glass on the front doors. You spot Sieta, the head of Beauregard Security, marching towards the place with at least 4 other people.
We should move very quickly.
We can do that.
Yeah, do we go out the back door where that guy went, or do we go out this front?
There was 2 back doors actually. There's a door that hallway, and there's actually another back door outside of the aquaponics facility.
We could try the back door there.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, so you guys go on head off to the back door. You ditch them no problem. You can hear them coming in. And they kind of you can hear them asking them, "Perea, you here? Perea, come on out." And as you guys leave, and definitely have a head start on them, so you manage to ditch them no problem. All right, so you guys get out the back. You're on the street to start walking. But yeah, people do smell a little bit the moisture of the fish on you. It's a little bit rough.
Maybe we should go clean up, and then maybe check out this storage facility.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's actually only a few blocks away from where you guys are. It's not it's you can walk there right now, no problem.
All right, well, I say we go, but keep an eye on our surroundings and not get ourselves, in a bad predicament again.
We will saunter with awareness.
Do we see anyone around us hyper paranoid now?
Nothing out of the usual. And you see Martian security forces patrolling out here. I mean, you see just regular old people doing their business. It's nothing out of the ordinary. You guys aren't carrying the ordinary. You smell a little weird, but people smell weird once in a while. That's not illegal.
All right.
Just suspicious.
Yeah, let's go.
Myrtle, did you want to look at this binder at all anymore?
Yeah.
So you guys as you're walking, looking through it, and all it is, it's basically like a ledger, kind of like an old school spreadsheet, and all it lists is dates with a name, a weight, and a number. That's it.
So if they're doing some other kind of business, it's not necessarily the weight of fish.
You start looking at the weights, and the weights are pretty. They're in a specific range. Most of them don't look quite as big as these 300 kilogram tuna fish.
Right.
So they're on average numbers you're seeing are maybe between 120 all the way down to maybe 50 kilograms.
Hey, Myrtle, does any of those names ring a bell? Do we know any of those?
Yeah. Do I recognize any of them?
Give me you start digging through it, and you get a few pages towards the front of it, not too far in the back of it. But you do pop up a name that's very familiar to you, which is Beauregard Guan. And it's listed Beauregard Guan. The date is the date's about 12 years ago, along with the weight is 62.6 kilograms, and it's listed number 112. And you're not sure what that 112 is. It's like a lot number you think or something.
Why do I think we're gonna find Beauregard's brother?
Yeah. I don't think where we're going, I don't know if we want to open this storage facility up. But
No, I think it's time to know.
You know,
yeah.
I was thinking about, we've got our friends over there that are in, our Martian friends that we just went on an adventure with recently. Maybe if this is information they might want to have,
could always talk to Diana too. We have something
True.
she wants.
Got a dime.
So we got a little bit of leverage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some people that we can talk to that aren't necessarily going to, well, I hate to say it about Mars, but we're not going to get, just like marched to the brig or anything like that, is that they'll understand the subtlety of being quiet about this stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
And without having to follow structure and protocol, they would have an easier time finding out information. So we might want to feed some of this to them.
I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. Anything that gets us off this rock a little faster, I'm all for. I'm kind of tired of Mars at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Know why you left in the first place, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's the truth.
So you kind of you take your way over to First Safe and pop on in, and it's pretty easy to get access to it and stuff like that too. You key in the code that's given to you in the inside this ledger, and it lets you in no problem. And you can see that there's like a locker address, specific storage facility locker there. It's one of the pretty good size ones. Yeah. So do you guys want to go in there, or?
I think we should check it out, and then whatever we find, we should go from there.
So you come up to it. Who's going to open it? Who wants to be the one punching the code and open the door?
I'll go ahead and punch it in.
All right, Merle, you punch it in. Boop, beep, boop, boop. And the doors open. It's actually a pretty nice storage locker setup. High quality, high security. The doors are actually pretty thick. Like, these would be hard to break into. Even something like Onyx, you don't think could break the security here. So this guy's definitely paying money to keep this stuff here. It opens up, and the place is not like dusty. It's not old and unkept. It's actually you kind of open up and you're shocked at how organized it is. Because all it is like a series of like floor to ceiling drawers. It almost reminds you of like a safe deposit box type situation. And each drawer is numbered, like hand numbered, with a handwriting that matches the writing inside of the ledger.
Well, let's go look
attached to our ship. The 12 years ago, what was the number on it? 161? I think we should go check that one out.
All right, which one do you want to check out? You want to check out the
let's
door?
check out that one first.
Yeah, the one that was attached to pretty much our ship.
What number is this?
Like 161, I think it was. Is that what it was you said earlier? From 12 years ago?
Oh, that was so in the ledger, Beauregard has his name in it, and then it says 62.6 kilograms, and then it says number 112.
Okay, so
Is there a drawer number 112? Okay.
Yeah.
So you go up and you go to drawer number 112, and it just slides open. It's kind of thought like if you get through the front door of this place, you could get through there. And it opens up, and it's a pretty good sized drawer. But the only thing inside when you open it up, you kind of hear something kind of like tink around a little bit in there. As it opens up, is a single ring is in that drawer.
Like a ring?
Yeah, ring, yeah.
Okay.
No
I
ring.
think that's the ring. I think that's the ring from the brothers. Wasn't that was it the fiance? I can't remember. That
Anna
went
Marie.
missing. The woman.
Yeah.
Anna Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
They
want to
got
pick up the
an
ring?
engraving?
Yeah,
I
you
wanna
pick up
take-
the ring and you look at it, Myrtle, and it's a very fine antique ring, and it does have an engraving on the inside of it. It says, "To Anna, with all my love, B."
Yeah. Told you something was happening with a girl and a brother. Recoil. Jemang. You want to know a new
Yep.
belter word? Myrtle Jemang.
Jimon?
Yeah, got a crooked dick.
And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll learn a new belter word. And then you tell me about it. I'm like, hey, okay, I'm gonna remember that because it'll come in handy, I'm sure.
I don't really care about what's left else in here.
Well, I wouldn't mind checking out this number 112.
That
here in
was
this-
112.
Oh, that was
112, yeah.
not
That was the-
161.
Yeah, 161. I don't know where you guys came up with that number from.
I have no idea where I
Yeah.
came up with that.
Okay, we'll just change that. Okay.
Is there anything else in the other ones? If it's just a quick like.
Yeah, they
like,
open up.
taking?
One of them has like a really fancy tie in it. Another one has
Necktie?
yeah, like a tie, like a dress tie. Another one has like there's a fair amount of jewelry, but it's only like one piece of jewelry per thing. And they're all pretty nice pieces actually. See,
I think this guy's just collecting different things to blackmail people.
Yeah.
I really think so, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but your best guess, Myrtle, is this guy's got stuff on like hundreds of people, or not hundreds, but like hundreds of people who he's been asked to remove.
Right.
We keep the ring for sure. I think the rest of this, it doesn't pertain to us, and I don't really want that on my conscience, I guess.
Yeah, I don't want to be caught with a whole bunch of this stuff either.
I think we leave. Once we get back to wherever we go, we send this to. We let the rest of the authorities know that what we found somehow, like anonymously.
Okay.
Maybe we'll send it to Diana or
Yeah, you can tell Diana and she'd drop it anonymously if you wanted her to.
yeah.
They're pretty easy.
But I want to keep this ring because I think. I'm wondering.
Maybe some bargaining for us.
Yeah, I think Beauregard killed his brother. Something to that effect. There's something there that it's going to get us killed if we're not careful.
You think Beauregard, he sent all those people from the Targeted ship to take us out because we might find out about what he do to his brother?
Makes me wonder if there's more on our ship than we know about. Because he wants
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
Well, if we can get back to the ship, is we can really start tearing it apart, and you and Onyx, especially once Onyx wakes up, can really, maybe he can find some hidden panels and doors and places to stash stuff that we haven't seen yet. It'd be a good
I think
activity
that's a good
for him to do
idea.
him while he's resting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys sent out the information to Diana, and you get a message back from her. She calls you up in real time, and it looks like she's sending you an encrypted conversation here, and it's just a voice message. She's talking to you, and do you pick up or?
Yeah, I'll pick it up. Yeah.
All right, she goes, I don't know what the hell you are doing, but you pissed someone off. An order came out with your faces on it initially. You're lucky as hell I sat in front of my console when I saw it, but it's saying with your faces shoot on sight for Martian security forces. I managed to get that to change a little bit. Now you're just to be beaten on sight and subdued. What I'm gonna tell you right now is get the hell off the streets and head down to the Innis shallows or wherever you can. Just get off of the main streets where the security forces patrol. I'll try to clear it up as best I can, but it might take me about 2 days to get the security locked down your ship right now. He's like, and she's like, a image comes over, flicked over, and it's basically there's several police officers outside of your ship's dock.
We need to make sure Onyx is safe too. As soon as we're done talking to her, I'm going to send a message to Onyx and tell him just to find a hole and hide until we get back.
Yeah, he says no problem, boss man. And he's aware.
burritos.
He's aware of what's going on.
Grab burritos and motor oil.
Yeah, he'll just sit there and
find a hiding space.
He's like, there's something going on. He's like, I'm never leaving the ship again. It's terrible. Nothing good can happen outside the ship. Do not get off the boat.
He's not wrong.
But yeah, you guys kind of managed to you guys told it to head down to the Innis Deep and the shallows, excuse me, hide out for a day or two. From where you guys are, you're not in a bad place to get down there. It's not going to be terribly hard, but you're going to have to hoof it.
Can I ask real quick, say that again one more time, the Innis Deep?
They're called the Innis Deep and the Innis Shallows. So they're basically like the original underground facilities for Nova Laundress. So before they had it like all nice and everything like that, and they're kind of off the grid. You heard stories of folks down there, and once again, like you had someone come through Eros years and years back that was all like, you think you have it hard here, you've never been down to the shallows, you don't know how bad it is down there. Like you guys at least can get to the surface of your place pretty easily. My place, they won't let us out in sight, and it's kind of where like the undocumented Martians live, which are very few. Unlike when you guys are on Eros, like the Belters outnumber everybody else. Here, though, it's like the Martians outnumber 100 to 1 anyway in Innis. Like, they have no hope of fighting back or any of that stuff. So they're kind of like, all their shit literally comes down the gravity well to them.
Yeah, we get there fast. We better go.
You
You two in no shape for any kind of trouble, and I don't want to be like you do with my jaw like that. It looked nice, my face how it is.
Yep.
So,
They didn't get you that thing for your face there, Big Pampa. You just don't get hit in the face.
I'll do my best.
So you guys head on out into these Innis, and it is a slum. It's like people kind of living on borderline closets or kind of makeshift spots here and there. Most of the hallways are very narrow. Even Tycho Station was nice, like it was big compared to this. And it's a huge contrast where you have these these really nice planters and everything up in when you were farther up in Mars, even outside of the Aquaponics place. Here there's nothing like that. There's no greenery. There's no full spectrum LED lights. It's all just kind of like whatever lighting they can get. There's like yellows and reds and whatever kind of weird colors. It's kind of disorienting from being up above for so long. Although I will say this, because your guys' smell, you fit right in. So you have that going for you. Congratulations.
Can we find a place to, get a room?
There's some places that provide a little bit of comfort. Most of the places are set up where if you want a room, you're coming down here for prostitution at the same time. So it kind of comes. The room is as gratis for the services, we'll say, kind of situation. But it's pretty rough, yeah. But you can certainly just tell someone you want to get a room, and they'd probably cut you a deal.
John, we're always using our little hand thingies to transfer money and things. Is this one of those deals that the second we get a room, it pings like a big red beacon? Here they are, because we're using our money.
You kind of have you can kind of do it isolated here, but yeah, it might ping. You're not sure. You can certainly try to run a security check on it if you want to, or do something like that.
I think I would just say maybe that's not the best thing. Maybe we make friends with someone down here, we crash in their place, stay a little more off the grid. And maybe we do them favors, we maybe can give them the money, not the businesses or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's definitely not a bad idea.
Did you say there's belters down here, John, or did you say
they're like belters? They kind of.
But they're not belters.
You feel when you get down here, you feel more at home than you ever have any other place. It feels more like Eros or Ceres than
That's what I figure. I figure I'd be hey, Big Pampa, why didn't you take me here before? This is my favorite part of Mars. Yeah. And is there a place to get drinks down here?
Yeah. Unlike the Belchers, they're not drinking so much of like they're drinking things that are more like distilled and stuff like that. They have a little bit of access to some bitter booze here. They're mostly making like some like moonshine and that kind of type of stuff.
But it's the same thing. If we go to a bar and order anything, then we're using our money.
Well, you might have some stuff to trade. I mean, you guys do have a few. You guys have a stun gun or a taser on you. You have some batons.
Yeah.
And you might be able to trade those off.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah.
So you come on the place. You see some places to get some drinks and to hang out and stuff like that too. And there's someone, hey, got some, hey, got some people from up above coming on down here. Although you don't smell like you came from up above. What, that's a little fresh. What can I get y'all? We got some moonshine. We got a little bit of ale. We've been kind of filtering off here.
Well, what can we get with? What can we barter with? We got this nice pen. What can we get for that?
Not much around here, friend.
What can we barter with? We don't have much right now.
What do you got?
We got some baton.
Batons? Oh, not too bad. Yeah, but I get you 2 rounds of drinks to that baton. How's that sound?
That'll work.
Sounds
All right.
lovely.
Thanks. All right. So he goes and he moseys up and gives you guys.
Wait,
like,
make it 2 rounded, not that much. 3 is a good one.
All right,
2 is
Jackrabbit
like not
gets to make
even
the bargaining
anything.
check. Jackrabbit makes the bargaining check, not Myrtle. Jackrabbit.
No.
Yes.
She's
Oh,
not in
it's a super fail.
You can do
it's a super fail. It was a 4. 4 total. Oh,
Yeah.
plus communication 6.
Yeah. 6. Very nice. He kind of looks at you. He says, "I think I think I was being already generous enough." And he takes the baton and goes and provides you guys the drinks. No problem. He says, "What the hell brought you all down here? Let's
Just looking for a
I
place.
just wanted to see.
keep it low for a little bit." Yeah. We don't get much news from up top too much. They don't we try not to pay too much attention to. They're always uppity about something.
Yeah.
Oh, look, let me let you get back to your drink. Looks like you guys need to make a plan. I don't know what about, but something. Looks like you guys need to plan something, figure something out. So I'll let you figure that out with some drinks. Enjoy. If you got any more of those batons or something else.
And I just say to him, it's not about making plans. Just we tired. We're looking for a place to sleep for a couple of nights. You know anybody?
I mean, there's some houses around here. You looking to like get some real rest? Is that what I'm asking? I'm asking real quick. Yeah, y'all really need it. He's like, I'd let you. You got another one with batons. I'll let you stay a night in my back room. You got to sleep next to some kegs, but it ain't too big of a deal.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Like, I spent a few nights back there. Ain't too bad.
I got a baton for you.
All right, so you guys give up 2 batons. He's all right. There you go. Right back there. Head on back. No problem. Storage room. So, you guys get.
Jackrabbit puts the food bars from her pocket. She pulls out 2 handfuls. That's in it. Good thing I always pack ready.
Yeah, you got food and drinks. Ain't too bad. So you guys spend like the day here, kind of keeping it low key, waiting for any news to come through or something like that. Basically, Myrtle and Wyatt, you guys can use it as an interlude to try to heal. We'll roll that after the session because basically you can't get a result that'll get you to heal fully. But like, you'd have to roll a 10 on the drama die. That does not happen. So, but you guys kind of chill out a little bit here and take it in a little bit and try to maybe come up with a plan while you're hanging out. What do you guys want to? And you guys will recover all your fortune, no problem. So.
Yeah, we need to really figure out what we're gonna do because.
So you have this ring, you have this ledger. Pretty impressive.
What do you think about we contact Mr. Beauregard again?
Maybe you thinking just be direct to ask him why you try kill us so many times?
I think.
Why you buy us dinner and then try to stab us in the back? That's a funny thing.
I don't want to be friendly with him anymore. He's caused too much problems. I assume he's the one that causing all of our problems, but
do we have a sense in all of this shenanigans that's going on that this is bigger than Mars?
I'll make an intuition check.
can I do the same?
Yeah, I'll let you guys all kind of do some intuition. Collective intuition.
Intuition.
Under perception.
14.
Don't forget your minus 2.
Let's see.
Minus 2.
-2, yeah. It would have been a 16.
4, 7, 12.
Well, so you guys kind of sit there and think about it for a bit and try to like put 2 and 2 together. Your honest opinion, why is it like Beauregard's a very proud man? Whatever this is, it'll ruin him. Possibly put him in jail. And a lot of it stems from that ship. What doesn't add up for you, Myrtle, is this Targetus, this crew from the ship. Where the hell they come from? Doesn't Beauregard have his own thugs? Like he has that head of security who looks like a badass. Like, why the fuck is he bringing these out? Who the hell are these people? Like, why do they come around? And even if they did, like, and as connected as he is, like, if they wanted to kill you in the streets, they would have brought guns and gotten away with it.
Right.
So these people just seem like doesn't make any sense who the hell they are.
Can I ask one more question?
Please.
Like in the thinking part, is the like is it like with the roles we just did, or if it's another one that's, we had dinner with this guy, he sent us money, our communications with him seemed, there just something feels a little off about that. Like, does it feel like it's him, or does it feel like it's something else?
Does it feel like if it's a what?
Something else, like that might be connected to him, but might not necessarily be him, the guy we're having dinner with, the guy that's calling us in messages
Your
in the
best
morning.
guess is that he wants that ship and he wanted it to go smooth and he wanted to win you over as best he could. But you don't know why he wants that ship. I mean, he could buy a much nicer ship than that, but he wants that ship.
Okay.
Maybe
It seemed like if he gonna take us out like that, he wouldn't make such a big deal about buying the ship, He'd just take us out and then he'd come in and buy it from the scrapyard or whatever they do when people die here on this dusty planet.
could always kind of see what Diana finds out and then send him a message and be like, listen, you better come clean. That's the best I got. I really don't know what we can do. This is just a big ass mess.
It's just a mess. So how do we really feel about, does it feel like that? I don't know how you guys feel about it. I mean, we love our new ship, right? And we're a new crew and all, but would so much of this be avoided if we had just traded ships?
I don't think he would have traded us. I think he would have ripped us off and tried to kill us somehow. Somebody would have tried. I don't know if it was him. Somebody would have tried to kill us, so.
I still don't know if I just still feel like I said, I know enough of these, no offense to you both, I know enough inners and how they treat people sometimes when they got a lot of money like that. It just feel like, why he not just kill us and take the ship after we dead? So that's the thing I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I think you're right, Big Pampa. Maybe that the next play is just to kind of say something happening to either you or somebody who want to do you harm. You talk to us, maybe we help.
So as you're sitting there, Jackrabbit, you get a little ding on your data terminal. A little message that arrives for you. A little video message.
Yeah.
So
I'd open it.
All right, so you pop it up and goes, and you look at the guy, you're not sure who the hell this is, but then you recognize him pretty quick when he announces himself. He says, "Hey, it's Carmo Vidal, the dockmaster office. Remember me?" He's like, "I don't know what if I'm supposed to be doing this, but security around here on your ship is getting a little rowdy, asking a lot of questions about you specifically. I don't know. I think they're trying to get ready to get inside your ship. Look, but it's not a bunch of cops and military. They left the ship a few hours ago. It looks like a bunch of people in like dress suits and the like. Look, it's kind of weird, and I don't know, man. I think they're on a mission from God for you guys. Look, just a heads up on that. I'm not trying to mess with anybody, but whatever's going on, I want you guys to keep safe. Hope you are. And he
This is the same evening. We haven't done the overnight.
Yeah, you guys did overnight. Yeah, it happens in the morning.
Oh,
you guys kind of
okay.
plan or kind of talk about the whole thing over the night. But in the morning, you pop up this comment, and he's like saying, "Yeah, like the security force only spent a day here. Looks like they bounced up." You're guessing that Diana got them to back off a little bit, but someone else moved in once they left, and it looks like they're trying to get into the ship.
They're gonna kill Onyx if they get in there.
Do we have security cameras on like where we can see them from our ship? Can we like?
You can try to patch in through, if you want to. You can try to patch into the ship.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You go to patch into the ship, and it comes back with the unauthorized connection. Basically, it looks like they have the ship isolated. That somehow they're trying to prevent people from talking to the ship through the standard communications. You try to bounce around. Make a give me a security check, Wyatt.
What's that under?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Ooh, bad. Yeah, 5.
5. Okay. So man, you guys get some bad rolls. Yeah, you try to patch through. You can't get through to the ship. There's some way to do it, but you're not sure how to, or you're not. You need like a hacker or something to get break on through.
This is way over my head, guys. I can't get into this.
Maybe we just use the old-fashioned technology on our faces, our eyes. See, without Onyx, I just off, and make dumb joke like that. I'm feeling weird.
You're okay. You're okay. I don't know what to do. Do we go back? We can't leave Onyx there. We can't risk him getting hurt or captured or killed.
Maybe call Diana. Make sure that's what's happening is that she called those people out as we kind of go.
Yeah, I'll call her. As soon as she says that, I'll start.
She's not taking calls, but you can leave her a message.
Be like, hey, there's some fancy suited guys trying to break into our ship. Your security forces have already left. There's some really good stuff on our ship that you already want, so you might want to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
Nice.
She shoots back and says, "As far as I'm concerned, me and the crew of the Sinclair are even. If it does go pear-shaped, I will make sure that item goes into Mara's possession quite quickly. So yeah, I'm not too, and whoever you're messing with is someone I don't really, a little bit outside of my jurisdiction. I can get the security forces off you, but I can't get these guys off you.
I don't.
Look like we on our own. Too bad there's nothing in there on Diana. I say on that binder you found there, Myrtle.
I think our next phone call needs to be Mr. Beauregard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's just going to have to do it.
Okay.
And I'm tired of being nice to the rich bastard.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys dial up Beauregard, and he picks up short.
Just while Wyatt's calling, I imagine I'm standing on the other side, like nodding. Yeah. Like just egging him on. Like, yeah.
So as you guys kind of take a second, and who's gonna do the call? Who's gonna be on the?
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
I'm not gonna be nice about it though.
All right.
So somebody who doesn't want me to be, wants to be nice, that'd be your time to step in, because.
No,
That's
I'm good.
you. That's why I'm giving you the nod and the crossed arms.
All right. So you dial up Beauregard, and he picks up shortly after the call, and he says, "Wyatt Thompson, I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you and your friends. What's how you guys holding up? Okay? What happened last night? The other night?"
I'm gonna give you pretty quickly. Get to the point here. Let's just get to the point. What the fuck do you want from us before I start hunting for you myself?
He kind of takes a second. And he looks around. He says, well, I'm just trying to figure out what you know about everything."
At this point, we know this. We got a ring, and we know you want our ship. And if I get to the ship first, I'm coming for you. And it's not going to be pretty.
He kind of takes a second, and you kind of see him hold his data terminal kind of far out, and kind of pans around. He's like, you can see that him and 5 other people, including his bodyguard, are outside the airlock of your ship, and it looks like 2 of them are trying to cut through the airlock. And he's like, I think we're already here.
I think we're going to be there pretty quick.
Tell him about our friends at the news station and the ring with the engraving Wyatt.
I'll relay what she said to him.
Okay. You want to show him the ring? You can actually show it. You can actually have it in your hand.
Yeah. I'll put it up to the camera or whatever.
He's like, so I'm guessing you know what happened to her, huh?
I think I have a pretty good idea, yeah.
And what do you plan on doing with that other information?
Depends on what you're planning on doing with our ship.
I find things like this are best to be discussed in person. Why don't you guys all make it back to your ship? I'll tell my why don't we end that over there? He kind of make sure you can see behind him that he's telling him to stop cutting the airlock. And he says, why don't we end that here, and me and my fellows here, we'll just wait for you guys to show up, and we'll work something out.
Sounds good. We'll be there in a few, and I'll just hang up.
All right, you hang up.
But I'm gonna call.
I'm gonna
Onyx.
also just. Oh, go ahead.
I'd like to call Onyx instantly.
Okay.
Let's see if he picks up.
So you try to dial him, and he goes. Hey, what's up? And he picks up. Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna be like, you know that big minigun that's attached, broken apart in our ship there?
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, set it up at the front door, and if anybody that's not us comes through, obliterate them.
Did it have ammo? Or did it have ammo?
I don't think you ever
I
told
don't
me.
think it had ammo. I don't think there was any ammunition on the suit.
We'll use it as a fear
All
tactic.
right. He goes, okay, yeah, I'll have it set up in case I can get it to spin up, no problem.
That'll work.
All right. So he goes up.
There might be some people trying to get in that's not gonna treat you very well.
I thought I heard something. I thought my ears were still ringing. Okay, so yeah, he gets out there and he goes and starts grabbing the stuff, trying to set up the minigun on the arm. All right.
And I just meanwhile say, do you think we should find a place to leave that ring? Just in case something happened?
I can just swallow it. It'll eventually come back out.
Yeah, out the butt of a fish when he feeds you to him.
I was kind of thinking like we're back here behind these barrels, in the back of the storage shed. Like, is there a way to just
Yeah, you can probably put it underneath something or under a shelf or something.
Yeah, you're putting it down like somewhere back there that like looks like nothing would get to it. It's only for a day.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. I would ask him that.
Okay.
Ask you two that.
I'm fine with that. I think that's a good idea.
And he knows you have the ring. He saw you guys broadcast it to him.
Yeah,
So.
and I would take some pictures of it first, like just making sure it's not getting anything other than the table or my hand.
You get a picture of it. All you give him a thumbs up in front of it.
Yeah, I like put a picture of me wearing it.
Yeah.
On my middle finger.
Yeah,
right
individual
there
photo
on
of
the
every single one
middle
you wear on your middle finger. Yeah, that'll go over real well. All right.
Nice.
So you guys leave it, and you have these photos set up and ready to go. You head on out that way. Take the transits, kind of get over there. You notice the security thing is kind of lightened up. You actually pass some security guards; they don't seem to care. You guys have your one baton, your one taser still. Moving on, and you get on up to the docks, and there you can see Beauregard Guan, along with his 5 guards and his personal bodyguard, Sieta, getting there, and he goes, "I'm glad you showed up. What are we talking about here?"
I think you need to start talking, or I'm gonna start swinging.
Well, let me do you have? Let me ask my first question.
Before you say anything, you should just know that ring we show you, we got it with our friends. They know what to do with it. With our friends with the news station. Just keep that in mind. If anything bad happened to us, that go everywhere.
Well, let me first say I didn't think I was dealing with fools. I never thought that for a second. So what do you want?
We'd like you to leave us alone.
That's it.
But we're taking our ship.
Well, the ship's my one concern. I want to send my tech boy over there. I want to take a look at something real quick.
What?
Well, that's private business. That's private between me and my brother.
That's Jackrabbit's ship. I don't think she's gonna let you touch it.
Ms. DeLeon, I would love to go on there and take a look.
Don't you dare call me Miss DeLeon. Like you know
Oh
me.
no.
Jackrabbit, I would like to take a look at a little bit of information on that ship, just to see if, for old time's sake, to see how possibly the fate of my brother, know what happened to him.
I think you know exactly what happened to him.
He says, I wish I did.
Can
All I know is
read
last
the-
time I saw my brother was on that ship before he left. Almost 12 years ago.
Can we read the room? I want to do like the equivalent of reading the room. You know, like what are we like seeing from these guards? Are they looking like they're about to like beat on us?
Give
like,
me a scene test. All three of you can make a scene test.
terrible. I'm too preoccupied by this Koya here.
You call him Miss DeLeon, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Wyatt?
15.
I'm pretty good.
13.
And that includes mine too?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. It's not hard to spot, especially for you, Wyatt. All 5 of the guards and the head of security, all 6 of them, have submachine guns under their jackets. Like Uzi type situations. They could spray this room full of bullets in a second. They're all heavily armed.
Well, maybe instead of kind of like digging us around, maybe we might help find some answers of what happened to your brother versus you just doing all this shit to us. I mean,
That's all I gotta do. You let me on that ship, let my buddy here take a look around, poke around your computer real quick. We'll be gone. Well, Bill, what'd it take? What'd it take to do that? He says, I'd be done in 2 hours, sir. No problem.
Wait.
2 hours. You take this ship off, go on space, go where the hell you want. I just want to know one thing.
Let's start with at least one bit of truth first, okay? True or false? You take us out to dinner and then you make people attack us on our way back.
Whoa! I never made. Who attacked you? Someone attacked you? I heard it was a rumble in London Nose, but I never. Did you hear about this? You take a second. There was a some sort of disturbance happening towards the park, but we thought it was just random attacks. Was that involved? He's like, that involved all of you? I'm sorry to hear that.
We trace it back, it involved you too.
Who attacked you? Was it any of these folks? He points all the security guard. I mean, none of them it wasn't any of these people. They all smell like fish.
I just look to my friends before I say more, just to make sure. No? Okay, I look to Wyatt then to respond.
I'm not letting you on our ship. It's not happening.
Well, I don't even have to go.
No,
You just let Bill here. I'll let you, Bill, would you mind if they supervise you in your work? He says, absolutely not, sir. See?
So you didn't send those guys to take us down that almost kill us?
Absolutely not. I was waiting to hear a response from you the next day about whether you would want to sell your ship to me for a fair market value.
well,
what
I
I
don't know
wanna
if you
know.
can notice. I mean, we don't look like we're in really good condition right now.
I have to say, I noticed that too. The bruising's a little rough. I'm sorry to hear that. If we get done with this business, Bill gets done with his work, I'll let you go see the best med techs here in London, Nova Londres.
It don't bother you that somebody who tried to kill us, it lead back to you?
How did it lead back to me? I don't understand how this connection. Who are these people? You haven't told me who these people are.
You not tell us. Maybe we do an info share. You tell us one thing, we tell you one thing. Show some kind of.
All right. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
What piece of information can I give you right now that would help you out a little bit?
I look to Myrtle and I look to Wyatt.
Okay, so this attack, right? With all of your connections, can you find out and see if you can figure out who did this then? Because somebody wants to mess all of this up. So I don't know if they're trying to keep us from you, or if maybe somebody in your organization is thinking that they need to, kind of mess this deal up.
They'll see it. Come over here. Show them. You got photos of any of this? These people? You know who these people are?
Nah. I just fling one over.
Okay. She goes and
The first one
starts
I
running
fling
it.
over, actually, the first one I fling over is the ring on my middle finger, and I said, "Oh, sorry, wrong one." And then I send over the one
You
of
do a very
like,
nasty look when you do that. But you fling over one, and she kind of goes through, and she says, he's like, it's just some Belter pirates, mercenaries. They kind of do some inner work once in a while. And she's like, contracting, looking at information. She takes a look. She did pretty good. She goes, yeah, it's Targetus is just a mercenary ship. Someone hired them to come out here. I don't know. She's sitting there looking. She's like, we're his own personal security force. Why? If it wasn't us, we wouldn't have. Doesn't make any sense. How are you connecting this to us? Like it's really puzzling to him.
That's all right. I haven't.
He goes. He's like, jeez. He's like, all right. So here's what I want to know. What do you know? You got this ring. Where'd you find it at?
In a hole. It doesn't matter.
Hole in the ship?
Just give me a minute here. Just listen. Us three want to go get on our ship for a minute. We want to talk to our other guy in there. You give us 15 minutes. If we don't come out, blast our door down. But we need to go talk to him before we let you in.
That's all right. You want to talk to me? I appreciate that. I can respect that. You want to keep your people safe. That's all I want to do too. All right. She's like kind of motions her, and she punches some stuff in, and he goes, tell your man that you want to open the door, and you should be able to open the door now.
You guys back up a little bit.
Yeah, sure. The crew they all kind of back up a few spaces. Beauregard stays in front though, just to I want
him to stay where he could see the door. So when it opens, he sees
I'm gonna stay by him, so you guys can go do the thing.
But you guys kind of do this. They kind of set up in the door. Before the door opens, is getting ready to kind of cycle through. A series of gunshots ring out, and you see one of Beauregard's people go down in a bloody mess.
Oh shit! These are the exact people I was probably wanting to try to contact.
And you see off to the side, you see these women in these jumpsuits with rifles behind crates lighting his people up. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Shit. Hate these dice. 7, 9,
11.
All right, I got an 11 from Wyatt.
10.
10 from Myrtle.
15.
Jackrabbit with the quickness.
Is our door open?
It's open. It has to cycle through. It's an airlock, so it can't just open. It has to go.
And we're standing near it.
Yeah, you guys are right in front of it. Kind of there's a little bit of cover for stuff around you, but it's definitely cycling through. Okay, let's find the information for these people. There it is. They're pretty good. Okay, they're good. So, yeah, as you guys stand there, these shots start ringing out, and you see one of the guards go down. Several shots ring through their body. Jackrabbit, you're up. What do you want to do?
I want to duck cover.
All right, you do this full defense thing as hard as you can, and you kind of cover up behind it, and you kind of get in the well of the door / some crates and kind of take it all. You can see Beauregard kind of look like he's freaking out. Next up, you see these people keep on opening fire on Guan's people. They fire out several shots. 2 connect. You see another one of Guan's people go down. Just a mess of blood spray everywhere on this dock. This place has gotten very bloody quickly. The other people are definitely holed up behind crates with rifles and have them steady. They have really good firing positions. Looks like they got the jump on everybody. Guan's people go. They all pull their submachine guns. You see his head of security pull their submachine guns, starts firing wildly at that area. Let's see how they do. I'm pretty good with it. Okay. Oh shit. They start spraying at the 5 people spraying, or the 6 people spraying at them. They manage to kill 1 as they spray back. So that's now your guys' side has 3 people that are fighting with guns, and they have their side has 5 people with guns. You see Sienna go up and grab Guan and like pull him to the ground and start crawling to the doorway to get this airlock open. Get him inside. Wyatt, it's your turn.
I really don't care about him.
Ouch. God damn.
I want to use him as a shield, but I want to push. Oh man, I'm just going to hold my action.
Okay.
Or
you want to taser someone if they come closer or something? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are those people with that went down with their rifles? Are they super far from us? Like
you
just
could
for the spatialness?
probably, if you really wanted to, you could try to run out there and grab it, but that would be your turn. You'd be in the open for a round.
Mm-mm.
Very.
Yeah.
You want to put? Yeah, that's an onyx
Don't
move.
do it, Big Pampa. Don't do it, Big Pampa.
I'm not risking that. I'm going to wait. I'm going to take cover, and I'm going to get as close to them as possible, because I'm going to take him hostage as soon as I get a chance.
Oh, Beauregard. Okay. Yeah, he's like right now on the ground, laying down next to you, like with Sienna on top of him, trying to push him behind the crates.
Okay, I'm going to kind of like wedge myself between these two and try to push.
Oh, you want to try to push her off? Okay, make an unarmed check. See if you can push her off.
Probably not with that. 10.
10. Yeah, no.
On the draw.
You go try to push her off and start kind of messing with her, and she kind of looks at you, and she definitely has her hand on her gun ready to fire at you. Like she's gonna probably fire you, pull her weapon next turn she gets. Okay. Goes to Myrtle.
All right. I'm gonna duck behind the best thing I can find real quick.
Jackrabbit.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be recording what's happening, and then also send out a notification to Diana and our friends in intelligence.
Okay.
It's like, can we get a little help here?
So you start writing down notes. It comes back. It looks like whatever security systems are in this area have been taken offline. You're guessing that these people that assaulted you in the park are the same people that are assaulting the group now, and they were able to take the security system down for a brief amount of time.
Okay.
So your signal kind of goes dead.
Yeah,
You do get a message from Uncle. What the hell's going on out there? He's like, I'm trying to get the door open as fast as I can. All right, goes to Jackrabbit. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm by Myrtle while this is
you guys are
happening?
behind us, like in like kind of the well of the door, where the airlock's being cycled right now. You guys are behind a few crates on the ground. Still kind of in the open is Beauregard plus Sienna, and then you have Wyatt, where you were trying to like rustle Sienna off of Beauregard for some reason. It did not go your way at all.
No, it didn't.
And there's no way to speed up the airlock, but I heard
You can try if you want to try
saw-
to. I'll let you do like an engineering test on that, or security
Just a
check.
question, though. With Myrtle's thing that she got, I would have seen that, and I would have saw that the security thing was being jammed.
Yeah.
Can I instead try to like unjam that security thing?
You can try to find a different route for the security notifications to go on.
Yeah, can I do that?
Give me an intelligence security test as you're kind of trying to find another way to. You're trying to use like the broadcaster on the Sinclair to like make a security alert.
That's a 14.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get a broadcast out. It looks like security forces can respond. It might take them a little while to get here though.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just like trying to tap in Myrtle's thing into that.
Goes their turn. The assailants begin firing. You notice that Guan's people kind of try to get some cover. They might have a little bit better chance of survival this turn. They fire. That one fires. Okay. They managed to clip another one of his security force goes down. So he's down to only he's only down to one person and his personal bodyguard, and they still have I think 4 people. Goes to his one person starts spraying shots at them. She shoots, does not, or she connects. Does she kill any of them? She does manage to kill one of them. And Sienna kind of picks up Beauregard and puts him in the doorway. Says, "Get him in there right now. Get this door open." And she like starts like taking her machine gun, her little machine gun, starts spraying bullets at the other area. She does not hit. She definitely seems not panic, but you can tell she's definitely trying to do her job. And she's definitely not happy about Wyatt's little action there, but she has priorities. So you gotta give her. You'll give her this. Wyatt, she's a professional.
Yeah.
All right, Wyatt, it's your turn. And Beauregard's just sitting there. Oh my god, like freaking out.
I'm gonna like look at Beauregard and be like, "You got some major explaining to do. Why these fuckers are after us now too?" And then I'm gonna try to get the door to open a little faster.
All right, give me a security check. Intelligence security. You're trying to bypass the security element of the airlock.
3.
3 total.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It airlocks harder. Yeah. All right, so you
Like a scene in Star Wars right there. Where it goes the wrong
the
direction.
blast doors come on. Yeah, you put a Han Solo there. All right, so you it does not work. Go in your favor. It goes to Myrtle.
Changing dice.
All right. Does it look like that I could make a run for the airlock?
And you're right next to the airlock right now. It's just it's just like it's cycling right now is the problem.
Okay. Well, I don't have a baton anymore. But there's still a rifle that maybe we could get.
There's like some submachine guns in the middle of the floor in the open if you want to run try to grip one.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, you go up and you run out and you grab one. And that's your turn. It's running out and grabbing a submachine gun. You now are armed with what effectively is a if you want rules for it, it's essentially just a pistol. So, all right, but it doesn't have less chance to run out of ammo. All right, goes to Jackrabbit. It's your turn. So you see like Onyx is like on
I'm
their side.
yelling now. I'm like, Myrtle, what did I say about not get shot? And I'm gonna work on the
Airlock.
the door.
All right, give me a security check.
Holy, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus what's security?
Intelligence.
That would be a 12. I want to just bump this. I'm gonna turn this 2 into a 6.
Okay.
It gives me doubles. I don't know if there's a stunt that can be done
you
with
can
that.
do like a hacking stunt like that too. So you actually managed to get way ahead on the airlock security checks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that one, and essentially like you get it open and stuff like that too, and yeah, that'll work out pretty well.
Is this a time I can use adrenaline rush and
Yes, you
just
could.
get 2 fortune back? I'm gonna do that. So it'll cost me 6
Yeah,
fortune.
you can actually do it
to
with 3 if you want to.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
All right. You burn 3, yeah. You're oh shit, and like you get this adrenaline rush as you open the airlock, and you move on in, and there's Onyx trying to get the door open a little faster, and you can see like this like disembodied metal arm with a gun mounted underneath it, like on top of like some crates, just kind of sitting there spinning, doing nothing. Like it wants to shake.
I duck.
Yeah, like it wants to shake your hand, but like you don't want to shake its hand. It does not seem like a fair handshake to have.
Can I use my movement?
Yeah, you
to
get inside
duck
the door.
in?
Yeah, you're totally in cover.
Okay, yeah.
Goes to the assailants. They start firing back. They try to go after the one last one's guards. That one hits. That one hit. That one hit. Yeah, you see them like kill his last guard, and the shots start going towards Sietta's, who's firing back. She starts firing back, but you see her like holding the gun, like firing randomly. She's not actually trying to pay attention. She's like taking Beauregard and throwing him into the ship. And she kind of moves in the ship and she's like, get in here. And like Onyx is like, you got it. Wyatt, it goes your turn.
How far is Myrtle from the door?
Myrtle would be her full move speed, which I think is like 12 or 13 meters. So she's pretty far
13.
in there. You could get to her.
Yeah, but I wouldn't get back.
No, you would not. You could shout words of encouragement.
I will stay right at the door. I'm gonna hold my movement until she gets in first. Then I'm gonna go in.
Okay. All right. So he's like, get over, Myrtle. Okay. Get over here, Myrtle. It goes to your turn.
All right, I'm going to just kind of scramble.
All right. So you do this like triple. You do the triple movement. You go. As you
Yep.
Wyatt comes and meets you, and he grabs you, almost shockingly picks you up, almost throwing you into the ship. As you guys kind of get into the ship, ducking your submachine gun that kind of like fumbles on the ground and goes across the floor. On it punches this emergency airlock button, and like the whole thing closes. And he's like, he kind of looks at you guys and goes, "What's happening?"
I'm going to pick up Myrtle's submachine gun and shove it right in, what's his name's face.
Beauregard?
Like, yeah, I'm like, I want
Okay.
answers now.
As you do, see it puts her gun to your face, dead to rights.
I'm not backing down.
Okay. All right. Wyatt's gone full Amos Burton here. All right. So, yeah. So you guys. So she like put it down.
I'll put it down when he starts answering questions. I don't know.
Beauregard kind of sits around. He's kind of on his hands and knees, and he kind of puts his hands up, and he's like, "Look, can I stand up? Let me stand up. I'm going to talk to you face to face."
I'll allow him to stand up.
All right. So he kind of stands up very like slowly and keeps his hands up, and he says, "There's no need for any of that. They did plenty of that outside."
Yeah, I can see that. We're tired of being shot at. We're tired of being hurt, and we want some goddamn answers.
Look, like this, you all leave me be. I got so much here. I've already lost my brother, and plenty more over all this unpleasantness, all kinds of violence. None of us have to suffer anymore. I don't need to suffer anymore. You don't need to suffer anymore. But look, I'm a man that's seen a lot of evil in the world, and I'm scared of it. I'm genuinely scared of it. Can you spare me? Are you at least going to spare a man of God?
Do I believe what he's saying?
Make a let's see real quick. Yes, you do. Quite thoroughly.
I'll put my gun down or put it to my side,
All right.
but I'm not.
Stand up. He kind of nudges and says, "Well, come on, we'll get here." And she kind of takes it and puts her gun to her side. She doesn't like put it back in a holster in her jacket. She's keep it, but you keep her see her look at the airlock door. Like she's more scared of that. She like you pulling the gun on him kind of pissed her off because like she's scared of these guys outside who are actually trying to kill people like blatantly without any kind of like ambush them basically.
Yeah.
If while this conversation's happening, like I would have gone and grabbed. We have rifles, right? Or we have.
Yeah, you guys have like guns and shit on here on the ship, yeah.
Yeah, or I guess I would grab one of the pistols because that's what I'm used to. And then, is it possible to power up the ship so that your weapons are like able to be used, like the little
Yeah,
gun
you can pop pieces. The marginal authorities will notice that quite quickly, and that will definitely bring a lot of wrath down on you guys, potentially destroying the ship.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Like, yeah, they'll
And I
they will
wouldn't do
definitely
that
come
then.
down here and
I would
at
just
the best,
grab-
they would disable the ship. They would shoot out parts of it.
So I would grab a gun. I would toss one to Wyatt, or Wyatt's already got one. I would toss one to Onyx, and I would just say, we gotta talk later. They still outside?
Yeah, they're going to definitely try to get in our ship, but hopefully security shows up before.
Yeah.
So look,
Have we gotten anything back from any of our friends?
from what?
Or have we got any messages back other than that from our friends? Like help might be on the way.
Oh yeah, like you kind of sit there for a second and like you know, Sienna kind of says like, you know, with that many gunshots, someone's going to notice, and the Martian authorities will be here. They'll have heard that. The dock master will have got a hold of them or something like that. It's just the automated security looks like it was turned off. So you know, he kind of takes a second and he's like, all right, so let's talk this. Let's figure this out. I want to take a look at that ship's computer. You all want something too? Talk. You got that ring? Let's talk.
Just give me 1 minute, and I'm gonna take the power armor and try to hide it in case somebody gets.
Well, it's just the armor. The power armor is all it's out. It's not the whole
Yeah,
set.
I'm gonna like put it inside of a box or a crate or something.
Yeah, Onyx kind of takes it off and he's like, yeah, that was fun. He puts it away, puts it back in like a little case. Yeah.
What are you looking for on our computer, though? Why is it so important that we're getting shot at, beat up? We need some answers too.
I want to see if Ephraim left anything on this ship. around the time he parted. Maybe find his fate, find out where he went. But when the last time I saw him, last time I told him, he said he would never come back to Mars. And when this shit came back to Mars, I thought maybe he came back.
Is he telling the truth here that that's all he's wanting is just information on his brother? Like, is that what it seems like?
That seems like a major part of it. There seems like there's something more. There's like a little something more, but you're not really sure what it is. Like what the ring is and the deal with the aquaponics place. There seems like there's a lot more going on.
I'm just gonna say really like abruptly, like, we got no more time for this. Just tell us.
Tell you what, I want to know what happened to my brother. That's all I want to know.
Tell us whatever it is that you're holding back. Otherwise, we're just gonna all die here.
I ain't gonna die. The security forces will be here soon enough. They'll take care of it. They'll want statements from all of us. And that's an interesting part, because I could give them a lot of different types of statements.
I could also just walk over to that door and open it and let them in. They don't want us. They want you for some reason.
I think that's where we differ. I think they're the ones. I think they wanted you. I think me and my compatriots here is collateral, and we were the ones that happened to be carrying guns.
I'm more than happy to just push your ass back out the door. You could just tell us what we want to know. That's it. We don't want anything else. We don't want anything special. We don't want no money. We want nothing but the God's honest truth.
God's honest truth. I miss my brother, and I want to know.
And you tell us the whole thing, and then we let you in there. As long as it's not something that's gonna bring more shit to us.
Well, why don't we start with you all? Where'd you guys all put that ring? Where's that going?
It's somewhere.
It's safe.
I told you, something happens to us, it goes to all the news source.
But the ring don't mean nothing. It's just my mama's ring.
Except for the engraving inside that say it from you.
That it does. He gets a little. He's like, all right, you got something. Is that how we're gonna manage it then? We're gonna do a little bit of the tit for tat stuff today. Is that how we're gonna do it?
Well, I think another thing to note, not just that, is how we found it. I think that is actually going to be what we found, and other things that we have found surrounding it is going to be much more interesting to the authorities.
Well, enlighten me, contextualize this. What did you find? Because all I'm hearing is a lot of empty threats.
I don't think it's really empty threats. I think it's how you're taking it.
He's like basically saying like I don't think you know shit. Like I really don't think you know anything. I think you found one little thing accidentally, but I don't think you know anything.
Okay, so what do you think happened to your brother?
After he got on this ship, took off into the stars, and never saw him again. He said he didn't come back, and he said they were gonna come back, and I believed him. But when the ship showed up, I got suspicious. Can you blame me?
Not really.
Do you know why he left?
We had a little disagreement, and
yeah, because you were sleeping with his girl.
He kind of takes a look at Jackrabbit and he say that, and he says, "Well, I see then."
And you bugging his room, and you picking up on things about him in his own home. That messed up, man.
He's like, Jackrabbit, like I said, I will say this about you, and it's God's honest truth. You were one of the vulgar types, in many ways. And distinctly wanton in the devil's ways. But that, he takes his hand up, is that I can work with. I know how to manage the devil, and we can certainly work that way. So what's silence from all you gonna cost me?
Leave us alone. Let us leave.
All right, let me go take a look at your. He kind of looks over to one of the computer screens. He says, "Let me go and give me 5 minutes with that. I'll walk away. You guys go on your ship. I'll make sure you can leave the dock ASAP."
How about you tell Onyx what to look for? And let Onyx do it for you.
Onyx kind of, all right. And he's like, he goes, yeah, go on over there, open that prompt up there, and throw in the word. Throw in, it's spelled capital CAMELLIA. I'm like, Onyx is like, Camellia? And he's like, just put it in there. He puts it in. And all of a sudden, these like logs of like video logs upon video logs for like years come up, all labeled under Ephraim's name. And you see this man looks kind of like Beauregard, very similar, a little more clean cut though, a lot younger. And they're kind of rambling. He's all, there he is. That's all his works. That's all I want. I want that sent over to me. I want a copy of it here on my data terminal. And I want to see it deleted from your logs, and you'll never see me again.
Why do we have to delete it?
Just in case.
Yeah, what if we need something to keep you off of us? I don't trust you.
That's fair enough. Well, why don't I help you out a little bit here? Why don't you we'll start with Wyatt. Why don't you make a intelligence evaluation check?
9.
9.
I have rolled terrible.
He says, he's like, you're missing so many points, Wyatt. He's like, you're a good man, but you're a little simple at points. Who else wants to try to talk to him?
All you do is sit here and insult us. What is that about anyway? Why you think you so much better than us? You and your God, you and your devil. What you want? What's your game, man?
I'm just trying to make sure I can save the souls of all these people on Mars. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, that's what all you innocent.
But I'm worried that old Ephraim there left a little something that might get me in a little bit of trouble. You see what I'm saying here? I want to make sure it's gone. That whole partition that your buddy here opened up, I want that gone. You never hear from me again.
Is there any way we can get Onyx to do like a sleight of hand kind of thing and act like
you want me to trust Onyx with that?
I trust Onyx.
I mean, he's like sitting in front of everybody. He's kind of like, okay, you kind of like throw a little bit of like silent, and Onyx is like, he's not really sure what you want, and he's kind of like, I don't know. It's all on the screen right now. It's kind of the problem. It's very explicit.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll tell Beauregard, just give us a minute. Let us talk.
We're talking right now. Let's just get it's all out in the open. Let's just get it all out in the open. No problem.
I'll look right at Jackrabbit and Myrtle and be like, what do you think?
Just give the guy his stuff and go.
And
Jackrabbit?
we just need to know you're gonna leave us alone. Why these guys come and kill us just for this info you have on here? This is what they're wanting out there, you think?
Are you asking him or?
Yeah, I'm asking him.
I don't think they want to kill me. I think they want to kill you. I think that's a third party. I have no idea who those people are.
All I know is they said, what did we find out? I actually can't remember. We found out that they were they were connected to him because we were having dinner with them, something like that.
Yeah, so what you know is that like they have done business with the Aquaponics place, independent of Beauregard, and apparently they shook down the Aquaponics place trying to get information about you guys, and he gave up. He told them where you guys were, basically, with Beauregard.
Oh, as being with Beauregard.
Yeah. But Beauregard doesn't know any of that shit. He's just like, I don't know who these guys are.
Yeah, okay. Just give him what he wants.
All right, Onyx kind of sits there and he's like, he kind of looks at all three of you to make sure he's doing the right thing. He swipes all the information over to Beauregard's data terminal. You see, as soon as he gets it, like he starts kind of going through it a little bit. And he watches Onyx, and Onyx is like, yeah, delete partition, Camellia. And he kind of puts a comment, and you see the computer start going format that partition, and like he pulls up a whole a diagnostic of the system, and it shows that partition is now like empty, and there's a bunch of like more hard drive space or space on the ship that's like available, and the like. And Beauregard says, "That's it. That's all I want." Now the question is how I'm going to walk out of here, because I think those folks out there, they're still out there a little trigger happy. But Onyx friend, would you mind pulling up those cameras outside? And do you guys, Onyx kind of look at you, do you want to pull the cameras up outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
And you guys can see there's Martian security forces walking around out there and shit, like checking, doing investigation, and it looks like they're getting ready to try to open the airlock. He's just in time, huh?
Yeah. I guess we'll let you out.
All right. Well,
We dismiss. So you know, you've been holding us here on this dusted planet for way too long. We want to be able to get out of here.
oh, no
You let
problem.
go,
He's
you
like,
let
"Let me-"
loose whatever the things. No. You talk too much. Now it's Jackrabbit turn. You've been holding us here. You've been making them charge dock fees. You've been playing with your money things and your god things. You just let us out of here. You don't tell anything to those gods out there about anything bad about us. We just want to live our life. We want to do our thing. And if none of those things happen, if we save and we fall, then we let you know about this ring.
That sounds fair. I'd like to, right now, we all walk away from here before they come on in. How about this? You tell me where that ring is, anything else you know about it.
Nah,
Based
we
on-
done. And she just like, go, we done. That's what
All
I
right.
say.
I
You
use that
get
well.
your thing, we get ours. We just want to get out of here safe.
Well, let me go ahead and compensate you all for your time. And he like starts going through and like doing some money stuff. And you guys all get kind of a notification of like incoming money. And he says, sounds fair. And right then the doors open up. You see Martian like security with guns drawn. And Sienna puts her arms up and has, puts her gun down the ground. And they go, all right, and they go, come on in. And they say, what's Mr. Beauregard? Oh, Mr. Gone. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were here. He's like, yes, there was an attempt on my life. I don't know who these zealots were, where they came from. He's like, must be from off planet or something like that. But these fine folks here helped save me and get me, ushered me into their ship for safety. And I'm lucky me and my personal bodyguard here walked away. I can't believe what happened there. This crew of the Sinclair, takes a second to say it. They're damn heroes. And they say, oh, well, we got them cleared out. Oh, no problem. They all ran away as soon as we showed up, sir. And he says, yeah, he's all there. It's gonna be all right, fellas. These friends of my dear brother came to tell me about his fate and his good ship, and I appreciate that much. So yeah, why don't we head home for the night and let these folks tend to their own business? And she kind of nods and just, I thank you all for your time. Safe journeys, and may the ship serve you as well as did Ephraim. Good ship. And he walks away. And the Martian security guard's kind of like, holy shit, that was like Beauregard Guan. What the hell happened with him? Like they're gonna put an investigation on him. And he says,
point at Myrtle, and I say again, J Mung, Myrtle, J Mung.
Freaking dick.
Right?
Hey, Mung.
So yeah, the Martians kind of like they want to get like a statement from you guys. And you see Sienna talks to the one guard, and she goes, why don't, yeah, he's like, that sounds fair. I'm sorry, you've been through so much today already. Why don't we, he's like, he sends you over some information. Why don't you send me your statement this way, and we'll converse it. And I'm sure your story will corroborate Mr. Guan's quite nicely. And they kind of leave, and the door closes. And you guys are sitting there with Onyx.
Well,
all your permanent income score has gone up by 1. So suddenly you have like consistent source of income coming in, like basically monthly payments coming in from Beauregard Guan.
nice.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to leave this rock.
I am too.
I'm already halfway up the thing
Yep.
and warming up the engine.
So yeah, you guys go and put in a notice, and you guys get a notice from the dockmaster to head on out. You have a time window in about 16 hours. You guys have moved up the clock quite a bit. Regardless of whatever the situation was, you do feel a little bit dirty. You guys got bought off a little bit there. Yeah.
Yeah, White's just gonna go to his room and disappear for quite a while.
You go and strap into your gravity couch, waiting for the stuff up that. Onyx talks about the ship. He's been trying to help it out a little bit. He looks like a little bit better than he was like the other days you guys saw him. He wants to hear about what happened, all this kind of stuff. And yeah. You
Do I just the one last thing is I just ask him whenever we're safely out of the space,
you
everything
guys in orbit,
seems clear and we're kind of leaving. Imagine a big sigh of having that gravity off and like all of that. I would just say, did we tell that Koya about the ring, or did we just let somebody else find it down there and give it to some girl down in the underworld of that planet?
I really don't want to carry that with us anymore. It's just more things to come back and bite us in the ass.
So I'll just kind of send a message that says where to find it.
And you do so, and you get a little thank you note back from him. He appreciates your honesty and time and stuff like that too, and definitely appreciates that. You guys take orbit up into Mars, and you know, I don't know, Jackrabbit, if you're just if they're letting you fly wherever you want to, you ain't flying towards Earth, you ain't sticking around Mars, you want to head back to the belt, you want to go back to the real ones.
I want to head back to Eros, is where I'm directing us. I know it's a far way to go.
There's a massive no-fly zone around Eros being patrolled by UNN and Martian ships.
I know. She just puts in basically it's like one of those things, like I put this in as a destination whenever I don't know where to go. I know we're not going to get all the way there, but that's what she does until she knows where else.
It's your North Star.
Just have it. Have it.
As you do, though, you get an incoming tight beam, Jackrabbit, coming right on in to the ship directly. Encrypted and everything for you guys only.
Hey, we got
it's
a
not
message.
coming it's coming from Ceres station.
Type beam Ceres, is that where Donna, or is that where Myrtle's from? Is Ceres, right?
No, well that's where she's living now, and her wife lives there at the business. Yeah.
Okay, so I say, hey Myrtle, there's a message. It's encrypted from Ceres.
Okay.
Pull it up. Myrtle, you open it up. Make a intelligence current affairs check, and I'll give you an extra +2 on it because you're from Ceres.
Good. 3, 7, 10, 11. How many more?
Extra +2.
+2. So that's 13.
13. This fate you've done business on Ceres. There are certain people you have to deal with, and the man on the screen is one of these men you've had to deal with. He goes by the name of Anderson Dawes. You see this man with scarred, acne-covered scar face sitting there, and he comes up and says, he's a crew of the the Princess Sella, the crew of the Princess Sella. My name is Anderson Dawes, the governor of Ceres, or well, the future governor of Ceres. Station has undergone some unrest during our upcoming transitions here to my station. I was hoping you could consider helping us out and stabilize circumstances here on Ceres. I know part of your crew has ties here and has endeavors here and would like to see so. Unfortunately, we had a number of bombings targeting both Martians and Earther-based businesses, and this is not going to stand over the last few weeks, and are certainly unauthorized and the like. But the crew of the Princess Sella, its reputation precedes it and is good at dealing with these things. And I would like to have a crew that's representative of both the Inners and the Belters to take care of this for me. At least some of you from outside of Ceres would help out quite a bit. Less insiders, more neutral, say. If anything, not diplomatic. But despite what any of you have heard about me or may have seen, the stability and safety of Ceres has always been my top priority. And you will be fairly compensated for your time, and you can have access to Ceres facilities during your stay, including our repair docks. And I will send over my offer shortly in a separate documentation. But until I hear otherwise, I will keep a berth ready for you. But should any of you in the future care to engage in legal business on Ceres Station, I would advise you to make good with me. We will ensure your success. And the message ends.
Okay, so That's interesting.
So, Jackrabbit, you don't know who the hell this asshole is. He's some belter dude.
All I know is he just wants us to get shot at again. I don't know, man. And she just like puts her chair back, like leans that thing back and says, if that's what we do and you all decide. And she just kind of closes
Wyatt,
her eyes.
you're sitting there and you're like, this guy is just like a well-spoken like gangster. Is all you get this kind of slimy feeling from him.
So, I mean, we could go to Ceres, and you could stay at my place. You know,
Meet
you
the
can
wife?
meet my wife. We can see the business. It'd be a good place to maybe make some plans for what we want to do in the future. Maybe find a place to sell some stuff that we have here that we don't want to keep carrying around.
You do know, Myrtle, that like if there's anybody that would buy that armor off you and keep it quiet, it would be Anderson Dawes.
Right.
Or even if you just wanted to make it disappear, he could make it disappear.
Right.
It's not the kind of thing you can just kind of toss into a recycler. You know, it's meant to take a lot of damage, and recycling ain't gonna grind it up too easily.
Yeah. So I can't ever say that. I've been. It's hard to say because so many people say what the OPA is and what it stands for, what it does, and I can't speak to you Belters about how you feel about it. But he's got power and he's got work for us, and I've got a home there. So if we wanted to go rest up, because we're still beat up, and then make some plans for what we want to do for the future and get some jobs lined up.
Let's see. I'm okay with it. Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. But
so you do pull up the. What's up?
Wait, Wyatt? I think Wyatt was still talking.
Sorry.
oh no, I'm good. I just want to be more, to the point that it's for her. I'm not really considering Anderson Dawes' proposal yet.
Right.
And the proposal, the contract comes out shortly later, and it's for a substantial sum. He's definitely willing to throw some cash around up front and the like. It includes lodging and in a pretty respectable area. But I've noticed a liaison that he wants you to meet with. He's interested in you meeting up with a guy named Hank Haddix. And all of you can make like a intelligence, current affairs check. Best I can think of. Or history. I guess it'd be more history. Current affairs.
That's better. 3 6s.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's a lot.
I just got 12.
So Hank Haddix comes up. What would you get? Jackrabbit?
9.
9. Okay. Yeah. So this name actually comes from Earth. You know this Earther of that's mentioned named Hank Haddix. Also, you remember him by a different name though, Myrtle. You remember him as the Haymaker. He was like a professional wrestler on Earth for like decades. And somehow, like you heard he made it to the belt and was doing something, but you're not really sure what he was doing. But you and your wife met up with him on Sirius Station, and he did some like promotional material for you guys, like took some promotional photos for you guys for your business. As kind of a spokesperson. He's long retired. He's washed up. He's not wrestling anymore, but he's still a big dude. And the Belter kids love seeing this guy with big muscles because it's just weird to see kind of his thing. But you remember his shtick when he was wrestling back on Earth was like he would kind of like play up like the Belter heel like villain role on Earth, kind of a caricature. And but as it turns out, he actually likes them a lot and likes hanging out with them. And the Belters kind of like him because he played one of them. He was kind of like giving them some, he would win some matches and show the Earthers what's what,
Yeah. I think maybe we take a look at this proposal, and if anything, we could just meet up with Hank, maybe have a meeting with him and see what is going on there. Get some insight to all this from him.
Seems like it might be a legitimate job too. There's a contract, so
Yeah.
it's a full load security contract. And the other thing too, Jackrabbit is like going to like so Eros has this big no-fly zone right now around it. At least Ceres would put you within like a hop, skip, and a jump away from Eros if stuff does free up. or you need to do like rescue operations or something like that. So there is that.
I think at this point she like, I go where you all go. She's already like cracked open something. She's probably drank half of it just while you two were talking. Oh, sorry, you won one too? Kind of tosses him your way.
Onyx is kind of excited because he's actually kind of excited to show you his home.
Oh yeah, it's your home, Onyx.
It is.
Here we go. Okay, I'm in.
He's definitely kind of asked questions. He's kind of curious if any of his graffiti still up there, if he still has the presents, or it's been cleaned up. So, you guys set course.
I was just gonna say, it's like, hey, if that art, if you're talking about that, maybe you can make something and we can put it in our shop. And we can, put it up on the wall and sell stuff.
We got a few
maybe
day
we can do a
travel.
little business there. Yeah.
All right. So you guys plot course for Sirius Station and start heading out there on the trip. A lot of you feel like you're going to be able to heal up nicely before you get back. At least get your wounds so you can the ribs don't float quite as freely, we'll say. All right. Well, thank you very much. That'll end episode 13. Thank you for those that have picked this one up. And everything. We're back for episode 14 on September 8th with Adam Bradford, who, for those who don't know, is one of the founders of D&D Beyond. And he's also currently, I think, the chief developer for Demiplane as well. So he's going to be here joining us as Henry Hank Haddock's the Haymaker. Nice. A lot of H's. Nice. I had to say it very slowly because there's a lot of H's. But thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out and watching the show. We'll catch you later. All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bumper going.